He came up to the window in the mist, as I'd seen him often before. But he was solid then, not a ghost. And his eyes were fierce, like a man's when angry. He was laughing when he turned to look back over the belt of trees, glinting in the moonlight, to where the dogs were barking. Then he began promising me things, not in words, but by doing them. Have you seen that awful den of hellish infamy, with the very moonlight alive with grisly shapes, and every speck of dust that whirls in the wind, a devouring monster in embryo? Listen to them, the children of the night. What music they make.
Hey, Vampire Logan here. We are playing Curse of Strahd again. We missed it last week, but this week it is back on. We're on episode 17, I believe. Last one was 16. The Wachterhaus. Wachterhaus.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, what are we doing this week?
Oh, good question. So before we go into our recap, why don't we have a flashback? And Shabaka, why don't you take it away for us with
Oh crap! I forgot
one
about
happy day.
Forgot about that.
You have a happy day?
Surprise!
I gotta get my notes. This was supposed to be last week, so I kind of forgot about it. What is there? Why don't we do a recap and then I'll do that, or just talk about
Why
stuff?
don't we do the recap first? Yes.
Okay,
Where were we at the end of last time?
Or as a funny story, you actually asked me to come up with one as well.
That is true.
If
So
yours is ready to go ahead.
Yeah, it's not that I've done a ton because I didn't. Yeah, at one point we weren't going to play tonight, but I can do one.
Go ahead.
So happy memories. Although forgotten by Ramses at the point. Excuse me. Being a young child and one older brother, living in a fairly isolated house with a father who was an adventuring bard and a mother who was a scholar. We spent a lot of times when father was around, dancing and singing, and his music was always quite infectious, and he would always sing of the stories of the adventures he was on, and you know the villains he faced, and it was always so over the top, and the bravado was always amazing. But when he wasn't there, when we were home and our father wasn't around, at nights we would sit around the table and after schooling with our mom and her teaching us of different religions and different ways that people live their lives outside of our little home. We used to play. We'd sit around the table and my mother would she would imagine for us a story that perhaps my father had taken place in, and my brother and I would each sort of play characters within that story. So yeah, that's one of his favorite things was role playing as this paladin who was traveling along with his bardic father.
Awesome.
Ew.
Cool, yeah. Sorry for the mix-up there. I did ask Brian to do this, and then Brian said he couldn't make last week, and I said, okay, Dan, why don't you do it? And then we canceled last week, and so then this week we had 2 people on.
Should I do mine as well, or
so-
wait, save it for next week?
No, why don't we do that one as well?
Okay. So this story occurs when Shabaka was a young bugbear, probably no more than about the equivalent of 10 years old for a human, and 'cause I don't know how long bugbears live. And he was out getting away from his family after some terrible experience. And he was out far into the wastes of Icewind Dale, and he came across a frozen lake, but it had a hole in the lake, and he found in the ice on the lake, and he found a whole bunch, and there was a hill nearby, a snowy hill, and he found a whole bunch of emperor penguins waddling up the hill, and then getting to the top, and then sliding down on their bellies, and sliding across the ice and into the hole. And then they would swim around, and then they would come back up and do it all again. And so Shabaka had never seen anything so... like, he'd never seen a lot of animals before, and he'd never seen animals having fun before. And so he looked at that, and he thought, I wonder if I could do that. And so he climbed up the hill, and the penguins they're quite tall, and he was not that tall at that point. And so they just sort of looked at him funny, and then they just kept waddling up there as he walked by them. And he walked all the way up to the top of the hill, and then he just took off his shirt, and with his bugbears are hairy, so he was still reasonably protected from the cold, and he just jumped down on his belly and slid down the hill just like one of the penguins, and he laughing all the way, slid across the ice and went into the hole. And despite him being hairy and being a nerd to the cold, this may not have been the best idea. So when he managed to find the hole again and crawl back out, but of course he was freezing, and he started to shiver and started to try to walk off of the ice, but he kept slipping and falling. And one of the emperor penguins came up to him and sort of just nudged him over to the side, and then sort of did some squawking, and a whole bunch more emperor penguins all crowded around him and just sort of cuddled up to him and warmed him up with their body heat until he was stopped shivering. And this first emperor penguin that did that is named him EP, and that eventually later on in his becoming a druid, he had befriended this emperor penguin, and he made it his wild familiar, and the EP agreed to become his familiar, and that's how he met EP.
Cool.
Awesome. Now does EP come to his rescue?
Yeah.
Which would be awesome. Him come flapping in, or just skating in, as it were.
Yeah. Well, EP takes the form of an owl usually, because that's a better form for his familiar, but he can be any of the forms that he can use as a wild familiar, or wild companion, so it's called.
Yeah, penguins are pretty bad familiars. They basically have like a land speed of 10 feet per round, and that's it.
Yeah, if there's some frozen water somewhere, they might be awesome, but in this current environment, not so much.
Yes. Resistance to cold damage. Cool. Okay. And so we have a couple of happy days in the lives of our crew. Now, last time when we met, we were in the midst of Wachterhaus. What had happened there?
Where do we start? So much. Well, first it started as Fallon and Cora being like, "Yeah, we'll have a girls out," and then it just turned into, "Let's go." Fallon and Fallon and Chewbacca split off, and Ramses and Cora went in instead.
Yeah.
And we just left Filbert outside.
He was keeping watch.
He was keeping watch.
Down the
He was
street.
painting
Yeah.
rocks. He was
I was
painting
painting-
rocks.
He was
Yeah,
honestly having kind of a better time than the rest of us at that point.
pretty much.
They were cute rocks. If it means anything.
It
And
means
he-
everything.
And you two
It
started
does.
talking to Lady Wagner, and then how did we get into the downstairs? I found that
We
the
literally
cellar
You
just
guys
in-
went
opened
through the
it.
side door.
There was
Yeah,
no
there's a
lock.
side.
It was
No,
like a
wasn't locked.
cellar.
We just went through the cellar
Cellar
door,
door,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
then because we're fucking dumb.
And then we walked in there, and as soon as
We're
we
like,
touched
"Oh,
the
great,
ground,
it's not locked.
as soon as we touched the ground, a bunch of what were they?
Skeletons.
Skeletons?
Yep.
They started. Did they come out of the ground, or did they just appear?
Yep. No, they emerged from the earth.
Oh, okay.
It
So
was
they
an
emerged
earth
from
floor.
dirt floor, and they emerged from the ground, attacked us, and
Yeah,
then
it was
there was some
great.
cultists in there too, wasn't there?
There was a
There was a
door
secret
as well.
room with some women who are apparently part of Lady Wachter's cult. I
Oh,
still feel
yeah,
weird
the
that we just
book
kind of like
club. The book
killed some
club.
women.
We slaughtered the book club.
I do feel kind of weird in that we just killed some women. Like, okay,
They
First
were
rule of book
casting
club.
spells at us.
We're first rule of book club: try to kill anyone who joins.
They tried to
tries join
burn
your
us. Didn't they try to burn us?
They
These
did a lot
fire or
of stuff to
something?
you guys. They like held person you or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's
Well,
right.
they
held,
tried.
held person Phelan.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they had
yeah.
a couple different types of spells. I remember just being like, "Oh, you guys are having fun down there."
Mhm.
At the same exact time, Ramses and Cora were talking to Lady Wachter, and she decided to use the suggestion spell and suggest to Lady Wachter that to show her the clothes and jewelry that were in the house, and give her like a fashion show and give her the history on the fashion of the Strahddom, because I couldn't remember the word for Barovia. I'm pretty sure out of character I said Strahddom, I meant Barovia.
Your
But
character didn't forget the word.
yeah,
Strahdland.
I did.
Character-
Let's all go to
I-
Strahdland.
I was like, but Cora
Frontopia.
That's
also kind of
Strahdtopia.
leaned into what she thought was. I thought as a character, I thought Lady Wachter has a bit of an ego. So leaning into that, being like, "Oh, I'm someone from outside these lands, and my clothing is not suitable. Clearly, you are superior, and you should show me by your ways."
Mhm.
Stroke the ego.
And leaning.
And she
Yeah,
failed her save, surprisingly.
she failed her save, which I am very glad for that, because Cora was trying to. Mostly, Cora was just trying to distract her. I didn't know the rest of this was going to happen because I was kind of expecting that to happen to the other people, not to me.
Well, originally you were trying to get a diamond from her.
Yeah, I was trying to get a diamond from her. It didn't work. The only diamond she
No.
has is her wedding ring.
Oh yeah, that's why we were there. That's right.
Yeah,
Right.
we did have a purpose. I know it's hard to believe, but we actually did have a purpose for being
And
there.
I knew that it wouldn't. Nothing I could really suggest would make it seem reasonable for her to just give me her
Oh
ring.
no!
So I was just like, okay, instead, I'm just going to distract them and hope that they can steal things while she's distracted.
Wow.
Don't know. I don't know. And so Cora and Lady Wachter went upstairs, whereupon we went into her bedroom and found her dead husband on the bed.
With like coins on his eyes or something.
Was
Yes.
that what,
Yeah.
is that what it was? Okay,
Yeah.
coins on
It was
his eyes.
obviously
It
gentle
was
repose.
so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that mean
But
that she
like
could
3-year-long
resurrect her? Yeah.
gentle repose.
And I'm pretty sure only, I think minutes before in game, Cora had asked if he could be, if he wanted to be resurrected or whatever. Like, and Lady Wachter was like, "No, sweetie, if I was like, okay. And then we find her dead husband
Yeah.
in bed, which that's mixed signals.
Yeah,
That's mixed messages.
She has
She
a
didn't
gem.
seem. She didn't
She
seem to
has
like
a
him that
diamond
much.
capable of resurrecting him, and chose not to.
That's why I'm like, that's. But why gentle
Yeah,
repose him
she
for
did not
how
seem
many
to like
years?
him that much.
Why
Because-
gentle repose him for that many years? If you're
Well, because his soul
It's
can't leave.
complicated.
Think of it as art.
His soul can't
You know,
leave, so maybe she wants to
avant-garde.
torment
Keeping
him.
in stasis.
Oh, that's
That's fucked up.
interesting.
Or
Apparently
maybe
he's a
she's
big
like,
dog.
if I can't leave, neither can you.
We're
You are
both in this-
mine.
Oh gosh,
None of these answers are canon, by the way. So we're just-
yeah.
These are suppositions.
Till death do us part? Fuck no.
We're
Lady-
still together. Look at this.
Ooh, Lady Wachter had Cora try on a dress. And I believe Cora is still wearing that dress
Mhm.
right now.
A
Which is
nice
gonna be
blue dress, as I recall.
nice blue dress, yes.
And then there was something.
And
What was the other thing that she showed you a bunch of dresses, and she was getting to the end of the dress, and she didn't want to stop. She was trying to avoid showing you something.
Yeah, she was
That was
trying to
something she
avoid
chose to
showing
show you
us a
last,
chest.
yeah.
So she had
Right,
a chest that
because-
had stuff in it.
in Cora's suggestion spell, Cora said to show her all of the jewels and dresses in
Clothes,
her
yeah.
house, essentially clothes in the house, and so that unknowingly also triggered that the artifact that Lady Wachter was hiding had jewels on it.
Right.
So Cora's suggestion unknowingly had Lady Wachter essentially influenced into showing her something that she was a little bit uneasy about someone like Cora
Well,
knowing.
she super didn't want to show it.
Yeah,
which
Mhm.
she
fair.
was.
You showed it last, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she did steal it out of a church.
Yeah, I mean, I would be uneasy about that as well.
So,
It's not
there's
the
the
best
bones,
look.
but there's also the holy symbol of Ravenkind.
Yeah.
Right. That's what it was.
I mean, it would be fucking
yeah.
buck wild if it was just the bones and it was like, show me all of your jewels. And she's like, well, look at these bones.
Yeah, these are some nice shiny jewels. These bones.
And then
She
what
could have done
happened?
that and hidden the holy symbol. She might have chosen to do it.
I'm
That's not
surprised
the
she
way it
didn't
went.
give me the history of fashion of the Strahdom first.
Right?
What?
Yeah, but then
Maybe
Justin
she
had
didn't
to come
refer
up
to
with
it
it.
as
Who was
Yeah.
with you in the room? Or who was with you before when you were talking to Lady
Ramses.
Wachter? And what did he
Yes.
do after you left
I came
upstairs?
down and helped you guys.
Oh yeah, that's
Well, you
right.
explored
Yeah.
the first
He
floor.
explored.
It
He
didn't make
explored.
sense for Ramses to go and talk clothes.
Yeah.
Plus, you snooped.
You snooped. Yeah.
I snooped.
Yep.
And then Filbert somehow figured it out to come back. And
He just
Well,
heard
we left him
noises.
outside, so he was like,
And
I heard. Yeah, he heard noises, and they were intruding on his deep concentration, making his artwork, and he had to go investigate. So he did.
what was the? Didn't we have a code word for something going wrong?
I couldn't tell you.
But I don't
thought
think
we
he
had
has
a
ever
word.
used it. That was the problem.
Yeah.
He
All
was
I could
left
hear
out
was
there
heard
picking flowers and painting.
Caw!
Caw.
Look up here! Look up here!
Come on, please.
Hey, you too!
Hey, listen.
look, listen. Hey.
yeah.
But that's pretty
Yes,
much where we
So
left off.
that all happened upstairs, and at the end of that process, when you emerged from the room wearing the blue dress, the closet you were changing in,
Mm-hmm.
Lady Wachter was standing in front of you with this chest and handed over to you the holy symbol of Ravenkind against her will, only because of the suggestion spell. And it was the last thing. She showed you everything she could to kind of like distract you and spend time. And she hands this over in this chest with these bones and this artifact in it. And as she hands this over to you, you see it, you kind of acknowledge what you're holding, and then she just kind of fogs over, and you realize that your suggestion spell is about to expire.
Really? She hasn't given me the history on the Strahdom fashion yet.
Are we
I don't remember that part. I remember
That was
the
part
show
of
me
it.
all this stuff. And,
I think you can only suggest one thing anyway, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think we're gonna say that either she was explaining all that stuff as she went along, or
That could make sense.
or here we are and only one suggestion. But either way, she's about to
Time is up.
become fully conscious.
I'd like
with you
to
holding
leave.
this in front of her.
Isn't
Are
suggestion
we
8
starting?
hours?
Are we starting the game
It
now?
can-
It can
It's-
be, but once
it
you've
can't.
fulfilled the suggestion, it's done.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
It's up to 8 hours.
Yeah.
Got it.
Hi, everybody.
Grab the box and run. Leap over the stairs well and jump down and come down to us.
I am sorry. I'm looking at her dead husband on the map.
Yeah.
Ignore him.
I immediately got distracted by that again.
It's heavy. It's
Okay.
Go
Yeah.
here. Go here.
It's weird.
I mean, immediately we are going to be leaving. So you know.
Oh, I can't remember what wild shape I'm in.
Okay.
Do you remember, Jess?
So
I think it's
as
Direwolf.
wait.
No.
What is that? Is that a ladder?
No, that's an exterior window. It
Oh.
looks out over to the main entrance to the house.
Okay. So I'm pretty much just gonna go here and I'm gonna see the floor and Misty step out.
Just you step right down to the floor outside or the ground outside.
The ground outside and we're running. We're going.
Well, I
Okay.
thought we were gonna kill her.
I don't want to do it alone.
Well, yeah, just bring her downstairs.
She doesn't know where you are. Cora doesn't know where you guys are.
That's true.
Yeah, that's,
As
So-
you were
that was kind of a hole in our plot to begin with. But oh well,
Right.
just gonna have to roll with it.
There's a bit
Yeah,
there's a bit of splitting the party here for sure. But as you're leaving, Lady Wachter says to you, "Kitty, there are mice in the house." It's not actually to you. She says in your presence, "Kitty, there are mice
Oh,
in the
no.
house." And the door, this one, for those of you who can see it on the top floor,
Yep.
shatters open. It bursts off of its hinges, and this is the last thing you see as you Misty step out
be
onto the
fair,
grass.
I'm no longer in the house.
It's a girl. She's an elder teen, maybe, or 20 years old.
Is that her daughter?
Yes, the daughter.
Kitty.
I
No
thought that it was gonna
wonder.
be a fucking cat, so that's a lot.
No.
She said it was an elder
So
teen girl.
she comes out and she just the last thing you see of it is she like licks her wrist as a cat would, and bares her fangs and says, "Kitty doesn't like the smell of you." And that's the last
Oh my
thing you
god,
see
what
as
did she
you
do to
Misty
this poor
step out.
girl?
Oh gosh. Cora is immediately shouting, "Get out! Get out! Get out! I don't know where you are. I'm leaving."
Oh, you rotten beast!
Like
So
she
you
doesn't
are
know where
on
you
the
guys
run.
are. She doesn't know. So like I don't need. Does Cora even know that you guys went this way?
Yes, because
She
we
does?
we discussed it before. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so first of all,
And she knows
Cora
Ramses is on the first floor.
She's first of all, Cora's gonna be shoving this chest as far as she can, like down the bodice of her dress. It's gonna look very uneven, but she needs her hands.
It's too
She
big for
needs her
that.
hands.
Yep.
And
It's
So, I mean-
it's probably close to 2 feet wide and maybe 8 or
that
10
big?
inches. Yeah, it's pretty big. It holds.
an entire man.
Right.
Yeah.
That is
An
true.
entire man's bones.
Yep.
That is true.
Okay, so
Which doesn't actually weigh that much, but it is still pretty big.
okay. Never mind. I can't shove this down the
It's
bodice of my
bulky.
dress. What I will be
No.
doing is shouting to get out. I've got it. We need to go, or we can stay and kill. But I don't want to shout that bit.
Yeah, yeah.
I really
Yeah,
don't.
best not to say that.
Like,
Okay.
get out now.
Oh shit!
Oh,
There's
let's hope it
some
won't show
girl
the-
that is a cat. I don't. For
Ah.
more
You
Cora
should be
voice,
able to
though.
hear Cora with this without.
Everyone,
I'm gonna
out!
make you make
Out!
perception rolls, but it's a bit of a formality, probably. It's going to take a series of really bad rolls for you not to catch this.
That'd be really funny. Cora's
It
rattling
would.
a chest of bones, saying, "Get out! Get out!
Get out!
Get out!" Like,
So people in the basement, make perception rolls. There's
Starting
Wow,
my
one
bad
that
like
rolls.
fails. We just
Perception?
need 3 more of those.
everyone
I'm-
out,
I'm
please!
good at
Come on.
perception. Oh,
There we
Nice.
go. There we go.
not that good at perception.
Well,
Tony.
Damn,
Lots of good
Gilbert.
rolls
Okay.
there. Yeah, you guys totally hear back the way you came. You're like not concentrating too much on the investigating the cultists that are down here. You're like, wait, I think I hear something outside.
Yeah, Cora has
It
no
sounds
idea what's
like
happening
Cora.
to you guys.
It
So-
sounds like
Yep.
a penguin.
Well, she knows something is happening because she heard the noises of the fight.
Right. She has no context for that, though.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna squeeze my way out through this way I came in.
Oh, you're gonna stay in animal form?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
I have the ability to squeeze through spaces like as a bugbear, so I assume that translates to the forms I change into.
Yeah. One size class smaller.
Yeah.
Pretty stuff while you're in there, but like it's not a problem.
Okay.
So yeah, because you were one of the people who made your perception roll, you get out. You can get out this turn, and yes, you see Cora there carrying something, saying, "I've got it! I've got it! Let's go!"
Yeah, Cora has no idea what you guys are doing, so she's
Can you,
she's going in like this is the mission and then it's over.
Can you move me to that
Yep.
map?
Sure. So Chewbacca comes out in an animal form with injuries.
Oh no.
So you now know that something has gone on anyway.
Is there
Something
anything
has
else
transpired.
that needs to be discovered down there? Because
Oh, I'm still stuck
Lady
here.
Wachter and her kitten of a child are going to be very angry with us very soon.
Uh,
or what?
what?
Kitten of a
That
child.
door is locked, so I can't
Kitten
move my character.
Of kitten of a child.
The child is teen.
There we go.
Cora doesn't know how to explain in such short notice. Like she just doesn't really know what she saw.
Child's got
Mhm.
fangs? Like
So-
a vampire?
So-
Licked her hand.
I gesture
So, Bert,
to.
you also made your perception rolls. You can be outside.
My
in the first-
my
in the
siblings
first
lick my hands all
round.
the time. They're kind of gross. Fine. Go outside.
I'll move you out.
I gesture with my head towards my back and look at Cora.
Yep.
We're leaving? I thought we were fighting.
We're being distracted
Would
by
you like to
cat
kill
lady
Lady Wachter?
conversation.
Well, I mean,
Chewbacca
she might
nods
tell
his head.
Strahd we got this thing.
Well, if that is, then our only option is to kill her and her daughter.
Don't
Chewbacca
know
shrugs.
that.
Would that help?
What's
Or just-
wrong with?
That's good.
As you are debating this, you can hear footsteps on the stairs inside,
Close the door.
on the main
Yeah.
floor.
Close the door. I close the door and
Yes or
drop
no?
it.
You look injured.
Is there something heavy I can? Is the door open outward or inward?
Oh, yeah, I am pretty fucking injured. I did not look at my hit points.
It's it's one of those doors that's kind of like heavily reclined, so it's like not quite 90 degrees, but maybe 80 or 75 degrees off the ground. It's a double door that opens
Like
outward.
it's like
just
a storm
like a
door.
cellar door that you'd see.
All right, so I
Yeah,
close the
type
door and I'll
thing,
sit.
yeah.
I close the door and I'll sit on it. Now,
But
what?
we heard
She's
it
just
from
gonna
over
come
here,
out
right?
The front door.
Yes, she's going to come.
You
from
heard
the
it
front
on.
door.
Okay, I want to
You
run
heard it
over
on the
here.
main, on the stairs on the main door. So you're
Is
gonna
there-
go there?
Teleport.
First of all, is there anyone in the street?
Not notable. There are people out and about.
Oh, so they
I
can
mean,
see
if you're-
what's
are you
going on
asking
here?
For like,
Let's
Do
let's
you
make
want to know
ourselves
like
scarce. How about
specific
that?
individuals, or
No, is
just
anyone
are you
like
being seen?
is anyone looking at us like we're
I mean, Cora kind of.
Like we're a bunch of
I mean,
freaks.
yeah, we're
We
kind of
should
like
fucking split.
we're pretty
There are,
obvious
yes.
here.
I mean, there are people who
Actually.
are keeping their distance because there's obviously something going on at Wachterhaus. It's just like they don't want to interfere, but they're
Listen,
the people who would consider walking by or turning around and going another way.
Hmm.
listen.
need
I
to
know
do
that
what
I was
they're
the one that
doing.
was. I know that I was the one advocating to stay and kill her, but I did not look at my hit points, and I'm gonna fucking die if we do that. So
No,
let's
you're
run,
not. I got your back.
bro.
So
They're
do we
low.
need to do what they're doing and stop arguing here? Like,
Yeah. Also, we should probably figure out what's wrong with her daughter before we just straight up murk her.
probably figure out what's
Right?
wrong with us.
I mean, I don't think we have time to do that. There's a lot to
Yeah.
unpack.
If we
A
want
lot.
to kill Lady Wachter, then we need to be inside while doing it, because I don't want to be known as the person who killed the lady of this house.
In the street.
I
fair enough.
I sniff at the cellar door then and look at everybody.
No, we're leaving.
I'm sitting on the cellar door. I
She will
closed
track
it and
us
sat
down.
on it while we're sitting here arguing.
This conversation is going on quite
Yeah,
long. So,
Quickly.
Let's
what
leave.
are
I get
people
up and I walk
doing?
away. I get up and walk away.
Let's just.
Bye.
We're fucking
I'm gonna
leaving.
go
Run for
I know
leave.
how to make myself
Yep.
scarce.
I'm gonna go stealthy
Get on
and look around this corner.
This is like dealing
Oh my
with the
God.
mob.
We're just
It's
running.
like dealing with one of those guild bars in Waterdeep. You don't want to stick around when the
We're just
the non-law
leaving.
enforcement shows up.
Something like
We're
that.
running. We're getting the fuck out
Cora
of here.
and Fallon are on the way. Filbert is walking away. Ramses, what are you up to?
I'm with Cora and Fallon, and I will heal Fallon along the way.
Thanks. I
Okay.
needed that.
Filbert, Shabaka, you are stealthy at that corner, but you are alone.
I'm just peeking around the corner to see if anybody's coming out there.
If that's what you continue to intend to do, okay. Make a stealth roll.
Oh, yay.
Your party really said, get fucked. We're leaving.
I have
Take
stealth.
4d6,
12
roll them.
points.
I
Oh.
roll them again. Mark down the numbers. Roll them again. Am I rolling a new character?
Thank you. You just doubled the hit
Stuff.
points that I had left.
There you go.
That's how it was. That's why we couldn't fight her.
Yeah,
Not
because
great.
Damn.
look, Cora is at full health, but do we want to tempt fate right now?
No.
Not here.
I wanted to make it look like someone else did it. That's the right way to do this.
Well, they'll definitely know it's us, considering I said I was like
If-
shouting.
Okay,
and then
so
now there's
when
no
I look
fight.
around the corner, do I see anything at this point?
At this point, yes. You see the front door opens and a girl jumps out. She lands kind of on her haunches,
Oh.
kind of squatting at the bottom of the stairs in a cat-like pose.
Sniffing?
Sniffing? No, actually not. You'd expect that. But
Cats are-
let's see.
Cats are
What's
sight
a good
hunters.
roll for this? Yeah. Okay. Roll. Animal handling or nature.
Rula, this is fucking insane,
Here,
chat.
kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty. Yeah.
I 12, unless I might have advantage since I'm in an animal form.
Now, how would that
Yikes.
work?
The knowledge won't change based on your form. So
All right.
12 it is.
I do have
So
keen hearing and
no
smell.
conclusion, but she's not acting. She's acting like someone thinks a cat acts.
Okay.
Oh, you mean
She's
she's
gotta be
not
whacked out on
authentically a cat?
drugs.
Shocker.
She's not authentically a cat.
She's whacked out. That's what.
So she is a human,
She
but
got into
she's
some mushrooms or some moldy bread.
I think
She
we should
does
talk
appear
to
to
her
have
brother.
fangs of. She does appear to have fangs.
okay. I'm gonna just book it to catch up with the others. I can go 50
Good
feet
idea.
and around, so.
That's pretty good.
I think we should talk to like her brothers or something and find out what the fuck is up with that, because it's a lot.
Oh, didn't we leave one of these alive? One of these was left alive. We were gonna take them as a prisoner. We forgot
Well,
to do that.
Cora didn't know
Too
that.
late.
Are you talking about the boys?
No, the
No.
down in the
My
basement.
woman.
Oh, the people down in the basement. Yeah.
Yeah, one was left alive.
Well, Cora's running, so I don't. We're out of here.
Yeah, I think the at this point there's not much chance to turn around unless you do it all together. Since
Oh,
you've started running, there's
no.
not a lot of chance to turn around individually.
I think
Oh,
we
no,
go
no,
to
no.
the inn, into the secret area there.
So
Yeah.
you guys are you come out the back of Wachterhaus here, and there is a road. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
There's a road right behind it. It's pretty open.
What's this
So-
fenced area?
So
Which fenced area?
Right by the road.
You said I vote we go to the fucking church.
This thing. What is this?
Livestock.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, church would be good.
There you go. You can learn your animal handling its livestock pen yard.
Would the church be chill with us having just done this?
Well,
though?
it's their bones.
They don't know any
And they
better.
asked us to locate them.
They don't know any better.
Yes, there is that thing about the bones. Like the bones are supposed to be in the church.
Hey, what was
And
the...
And didn't they literally ask Ramsey's like, yo, if you could like figure out what happened to these
Yeah.
fucking bones?
What did the prophecy
Yeah,
say
basically.
about her again?
yep.
What did the prophecy say?
Yeah,
About Lady
about
Wachter.
her.
Staunch ally of the
Prophecy?
I
devil.
thought she had a sword or something. Or a weapon.
No,
No,
that's a different one.
Okay.
That's
feel like
a
we
different
have-
one.
Item of great power.
They said she's a grumpy face.
For her it was
It was the holy symbol.
Uh,
Yeah.
look for a wealthy woman, a staunch ally of the devil. She keeps a treasure under lock and key with the bones of an ancient enemy. And the
And
other
the-
one was a
prompt.
sword of sunlight. Was the other one?
And we have that.
The treasure?
holy
No, we
symbol,
don't.
right?
We have the
The holy symbol,
The
yes.
holy symbol.
yes, we have the holy symbol. Yeah, we don't have the sword of sunlight, and that one is the treasure you seek is hidden behind the sun in the house of a saint.
Okay, so we got the thing from her
And
then, I
we're
think.
pretty sure that's in Kresk.
Yeah, the abbey.
Yeah.
Yep.
With
Okay.
the guys that aren't guys throwing spears. Scarecrows, all the scarecrows.
The thing is...
Scarecrow.
Okay, one thing before we take off. The thing is, now that we've taken this thing from her, she's going to report to Strahd that happened. Do we care about that?
Well, if we kill her, he'll know anyway.
Well, he does.
Well, he'll know we killed her. He won't necessarily know what we did. Yeah, I guess if he knew that she had that, but he might... She just stole it, though, right? He might not know she has it yet.
The bones or the artifact?
The bones.
Well, aren't they?
The
weren't they
bones were
together?
fairly recent,
Yeah.
within the last few weeks.
Oh, a few weeks?
The
Oh, I
church
thought it was
didn't-
just a day.
The church didn't know anything about the artifact, or didn't report to Ramses anyway anything
Yeah.
about an artifact.
Right. What do we think of that?
Well, Cora's already running, and she doesn't know anything what happened in the
Yeah,
basement.
fuck no.
So there's not
Yeah.
really a reason for her to.
Okay.
Cora ran first. When you get to the road, are you going left or right?
We're
We're gonna head to
gonna go
the
here.
church then?
So, so the thing
Yeah,
is,
the road out back
Right.
of their house in the direction you guys
Where
were
I
running
am.
is kind of here.
I don't know where I am. Okay, so where's places that Cora would know?
This is Wachterhaus.
Yeah, I know that.
This is road that we're on. This
Yeah.
is the church
This
over
is
here.
the inn. There's
Okay,
the
this is
church
the
on the
inn.
left, the inn in the middle.
Okay.
This is the what's his name's house? Burgermaster's house here?
No, Burgomaster
Is at the top, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's actually this one, but let me double check that.
And
Yeah,
this
one
is
looks pretty
where
big.
Van Richten. What did we do with Van Richten anyway?
Burgomaster's
Gentle
house.
opposed him.
I feel like this is.
But where do we leave him?
Probably in his caravan.
Wagon, being guarded by his saber-toothed tiger.
Hopefully,
we-
he doesn't eat the evidence.
Did we
This
let
one's the
it
Burgomaster's
out?
house.
Did we let the Sabertooth out?
It
No.
or-
No,
oh, it's already-
Saber-tooth tiger got out. You never really
Exactly.
repossessed it.
I talked to him though.
Yeah.
I don't think I told him to.
Was that
watch that thing.
Saber-tooth tiger
Conversationalist.
out the entire time we were fighting Strahd in the street?
Yeah,
Probably.
he was.
No, I
That's
thought he was
so
in the
funny.
cage, and because the two boys we'd scared them off. He would still be
The
in
boys
the cage.
opened it and they let him out.
Oh, those
They
Oh.
fucking
ran.
idiots.
Then you had the conversation with it.
Oh,
It
I didn't
kinda
know he was
just
out.
chilling. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was still in the cage. Okay,
No.
I see. That's definitely changes how I perceive that happening.
But he seemed pretty chill, all in all.
Right.
Besides, trying to
The
eat people.
only people he seemed to be predisposed against were the Stani.
The Vistani.
Not the boys that were
yeah.
bullying him?
He not so much actually.
Because they did let him
Um,
out, so maybe that was fine for him.
No, he was going to eat them alive if somebody didn't come along.
They were a snack.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Did
So
You have no ill
um,
feelings towards them. They were just dinner.
I'm sure
knowing
nothing.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
these two are
the
this
animal way.
close to each
I'm
other,
sure nothing bad will happen with the saber-tooth tiger.
I'm not gonna
at least in the
lie.
city.
Cora's instinct would actually be to go this way.
This way?
Through which
So
way?
go the far distance. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, to go to.
Yeah, maybe
to
we go back here then. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Why would
Okay.
we go there?
Because that
That's
was
okay.
Cora's first instinct, and if she's the one running,
All
it's-
right.
Whoever ran first.
it might
We-
not be the best choice, but that was where Cora would think
But
of
it
to go.
is her choice. Yeah.
We could
Yeah.
also like
'Cause
just.
she wouldn't go here because it's too close.
It's not really something you can talk out, Shabaka. So
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah, I can't say. No.
Cora, as the road begins to turn back in the direction you came, which doesn't seem wise, you want to head through the
She's going
buildings,
between
or-
houses. Yeah.
right. Okay,
Through here.
and making your way to the yard where the
Yeah.
wagon and the that
Yeah.
stuff is where you fought Strahd.
Yeah.
Where the blood splatter on the floor is, and then she's just gonna
Right.
take cover.
That's an
That's fair.
interesting decision.
Shabaka, you can totally catch up with her because you're in animal form. You get the ability to catch up
Okay.
before
I mean,
anybody
Fallon
else.
was like with her.
Yeah, Fallon and Cora ran together.
Okay, so Fallon,
Yeah,
Cora,
and-
and Shabaka.
And Ramses. I said I
Oh, yeah,
was with-
Ramses too.
Yeah, he,
sure.
he went and healed Fallon. So.
Everybody.
I was healing Fallon.
Everybody's following.
Yeah,
Cora.
Cora just booked it. She was like, I don't know what's happening. I'm running. I don't know what you guys went through. You look injured, but I have this thing, and you don't know what's in this thing, and I need to leave now.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you make it. You make was Tiger is where the body of Van Richten
Richten.
is,
Mm-hmm.
and that's about as far as you can carry a crate like this.
Yep.
And you're out of breath.
Yep, I can expect that.
Fallon's just like, what the fuck is in that?
Nothing.
the bones and the holy symbol are in here.
Oh shit.
Oh. Well, let's get them somewhere safe.
We should return the bones to the church, yeah?
Of course.
Maybe the long way. Cora doesn't want to walk on the street.
Fallon will take the chest because she's probably stronger than Cora.
I'm gonna pull the holy symbol out of the chest.
Yes.
The bones separate them from the holy symbol just in case we get waylaid, you know?
Good call.
Also,
Are you
Uh,
planning to
I
carry
mean,
the
we're
holy
not gonna-
symbol or
Point.
hand it over to Ramses?
I'm
I
gonna...
was gonna-
Cora doesn't know what to do with it. She's honestly panicked, so she's gonna trust Ramsey's judgment on this.
Okay.
You're not hiding it from the group or anything, though.
You don't
You're
trust
like,
my judgment.
No, she's not hiding
anyone
it.
can see it.
Well,
Anyone can
considering
see it,
she
she's not
already
hiding it.
told. Considering she already told Fallon that she
Yeah.
had it.
So, as you can tell, just looking at this, that it's an item of arcane power.
Cool.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Filbert will look at that and try to look knowledgeable. He'll scratch at his chin.
Don't die, Waz.
Wilbur, you can look at it and you can
Right?
tell also that it is fancy.
Hmm.
Any bite
Excellent.
marks
It
in it?
is.
Are there any
Well,
bite marks in it?
regardless,
No,
All right. Well taken
it
care
has
of.
no marks on it at all. It's in pristine condition even after what presumably be a very long time.
so regardless of what it is or anything, we should keep it hidden.
And Cora is gonna make like a I don't know if the word contrite is the right word, but look at all of you, just still kind of out of breath, and I don't know if any of you are currently under Strahd's control. I can't determine that. I'm not.
How
I'm
about
not.
this? How about this? How many of us think it's a great idea to go join Strahd right now?
I mean, he could just. I mean, he
Oh.
could have just.
Chewbacca
told
shakes
us-
his head.
I mean, to be fair, when I was under his control, he did tell me to act like normal.
Yeah, but you're also supposed to consider him your friend.
He
This
told
is
me to
true.
not bother acting at all.
I'm
'cause I
giving
was-
everybody the
reason-
option.
He actually said that as my friend, you should tell people that you want to kill me.
Yeah.
To Fallon.
alright.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Is like I don't know if that's a particularly
that's fair.
effective test.
That's
Hmm.
unfortunate.
But yeah, Cora's like beseeching. Like she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know who she can trust. She knows that she wants to trust.
This is probably a good time to bring up that Cora is wearing the strangest blue dress that
I-
you don't remember
Yeah.
her being in.
Her
Is it
trying
nice?
to run in this.
It's nice. It's a nice dress.
I sniff at it.
Very well made.
You look very
change
pretty.
out of-
Does it smell
Thank
nice?
you.
I sniff it.
No, it probably smells like closet.
Or like
It does smell
And
like
dead
closet,
man.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, mothball
Okay.
closet.
I
dead
moth.
I
man.
Yeah.
sneeze.
Well, at least it's smelling like goblin.
Indeed.
I'm
Right?
wearing one of her dresses. That's how I managed to get into her room. I asked her to using my spell, but I need to change immediately because it's hard to run in this, and I'm not cooling off. It's just so warm.
You're wearing two dresses.
It is far heavier than anything she's probably ever worn, like both in like cloth and in just weight in general. So
Yes,
so
You barely
it's
stand.
fashioned from a colder climate, which
Yeah.
is definitely made of thicker cloth than anything the Miramond wore normally.
yeah, so she feels like she's overheating. She's not cooling down. She needs to change immediately. Cover my back, essentially. I'm going to change in one of these
Yeah.
caravans.
When she goes in the
Perfect.
caravan, Fallon will stand right outside the door and cross her arms.
I love it.
And look angry.
Saber-tooth tiger inside is like, hey, don't mind me.
He's still there.
Give him a good
Uh,
berry.
Stop talking to animals running. Yeah.
Fucking
I-
Aaron ran Richter's body in there too. Hey, have fun changing in front of
Yes.
another dead corpse.
I
God.
see the
What's with
saber-tooth
you and
tiger,
corpses?
and I give him one of those nods, like, "What's up?"
He fucking does the
Um.
tiger equivalent of flipping you off. He's like, fuck you.
Yeah,
Um,
wolves and tigers probably don't get along too well.
Cora
No,
will
probably not.
eventually emerge. It probably took her a little bit to figure out how to exit this dress because it's probably one of those complicated ones. But
Well, she
once
put
she
it on.
comes, she did, but she didn't probably do it very well.
This
Actually,
is also true.
Is it one of those dresses that a person without a servant can put on?
Yeah,
Well, you
it's one of the. It's like basically goes over the head. It's not
Oh, okay, chill.
not overly
We're good then.
complicated.
Jess, while
We're good.
she's doing that, I'm gonna go stand guard here at the corner of where the street enters.
Mm-hmm.
As a
It says-
spider?
Yeah, no, as just
The wolf.
dire wolf.
Oh.
Probably wouldn't be noticed as a spider.
I'll try and be stealthy though if I can hang by
If you
this
can.
It is nighttime, so
Is it?
yeah. Remember this? The festival was going on. It's probably still going on.
But wasn't the festival
Fuck.
happening during the day?
I forgot
Yeah,
about
well,
the
the festival was
festival.
Depending on how
Really?
drunk people are.
They were
Christ.
lighting a fire in the daytime.
Mhm.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
they
I'm
were.
asking.
It was.
Mhm.
Weird.
Boy, you're taking me back like 3 sessions now. I think it was early evening. I don't think it was dark yet.
Yeah, and we had traveled
Because
over
you
there.
arrived in town at I think like 3 p.m.
Yeah. And then it happened, and then we helped with the bonfire, and then we went over to here. There was some noise over
You
here.
went to the inn, you went to the church, you went to the stockyard, and then you went to Wachterhaus, and you took a short rest in there. I think it's like 7 or 8 p.m. So it's getting dark. It's not like nighttime, full nighttime yet.
Well, either way, if we want to return at any point, we probably should do it before she. Either way. I wasn't successful in getting any sort of diamonds, but she does have a diamond ring. That we might be able to take in the future. And Cora says that with like we're probably gonna kill her, right? So.
Yeah, I do really want to talk to her sons though and be like, yo, what's up with your sister? Because that shit's wild.
By the way, we're
Mhm.
gonna kill your mom.
I guess that's what.
Well,
it
we're not going to tell him that. We're not going to tell them that. But like
They're
they're
not here
relatively
right now.
friendly. No, I know, but I'm saying that I
Yeah.
want to find them because like they're relatively friendly to us.
They
So
were.
They might be
Were.
like they might
Will they
tell
connect
us.
us with the fracas in the basement?
Is
I
there
doubt they really
anything
give
that
too much
we
of a shit about that.
Probably.
which could cause whatever's happening
Well-
to the daughter?
Technically,
Do you know?
Wachter only saw
Not,
you.
no one condition that you're aware of could cause that, but 2 could.
Wachter
Hypnotism.
only
Who?
saw Cora and Ramses. They never actually saw the rest of us.
Right. So
I mean, technically,
I mean,
Lady Vactor actually didn't know that the rest of us were there.
right. So if you pull off a convincing enough act, you can come by later on
Yeah.
and
Cora
and
is
discover from in conversation with Lady Wachter, what happened? Oh my! Tell me more.
Cora is the
Probably
only
not.
one
I
with
was there.
charisma.
Oh, that's terrible.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Cora
Cora's
has
the
a
only one
tough-
with charisma.
A tough role. As the only one who really saw the daughter, I need you to make.
Baka.
Probably you're not going to get this, but I'm going to give you a wild shot here, and
I
you
saw
need to
the
make
daughter.
both a successful. Oh, you did actually.
Yeah.
So the 2 of you get to roll this. It's a successful religion and a successful. Shit, I had it just a second ago. 1 second.
Medicine?
Brain fart.
Yes, that was it. A
Nature?
successful medicine and a successful religion roll.
I'm guessing I
Yeah.
cannot
Religion?
do anything with guidance because it'd be an on the spot kind of
18.
check, correct?
And medicine, you say?
Yep.
Nope.
Okay, well, Cora fucking.
I got a 2!
Nope. God, you guys both
No.
fucked at
No.
medicine so hard.
You
Religion
both nailed
and-
religion, though. So, you're kind of thinking that maybe there's some part of this is vampirism.
Oh.
Oh shit.
I mean, I already thought that when I saw the fangs, so.
Yeah.
But
I don't know why it leads to
vampires
a
aren't
cat.
cats. They're bats.
Vampires are not normally cats. You're right about that.
I mean,
she was
cats
a
kinda
human
have
with
the vibes
fangs.
of
Seen vampire
vampires,
cats?
though. It tracks.
Is there such thing as like a lycanthrope cat?
Yes.
So hear me out on this. Maybe there's like a prototype, like when they make when they're manufacturing undead,
She
they
knows
made
Feratu.
like a vampire cat, and they go, "Oh man, that's probably a bad idea. We're not making any more of those."
She's like the
Right?
Nosferatu of vampires, but a cat instead of a rat.
I mean, vampires actually can take different forms. They don't only turn into bats.
Yeah, but she was just acting
Just
like a cat.
mythos.
And she could be hypnotized.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I
I
thought
mean,
she
that would
did-
mean
I
that
feel like Lady Wachter did something to her, which is horrifying.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I couldn't even start.
To her
to
own
guess.
kid, turned her into a cat brain.
Yeah.
Did we see any signs of vampirism in Wachter herself?
Cora did not.
Okay.
Yeah. She breathed.
Mhm.
That's a decent sign that she's she's alive.
I'm sure vampires can think.
Although Cora saw her bust down the daughter, that is the kitty girl. I
Mhm.
feel really weird. Did she say what her daughter's name was?
Kitty.
No, you've heard it before in rumor form throughout the
Oh,
town,
hold
but
on, I might
no.
Okay, because I feel weird calling her Kitty. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Kitty is a name. Just don't call her
I know,
Kitty.
but
It could be
knowing that
Katya
she's
or something, and they call her Kitty for
that
short.
she, but the
Or
only knowing that she's
or Ekaterina.
Katerina.
messed up. Either way, Cora saw her bust down a door with very limited effort.
Yeah.
This
So
is true.
also Cora is going to tell them about the dead body in her bedroom.
Right, yeah.
Well, that's fucked up.
Oh yeah, that's the symbol.
Ramses, do you have any...
Stella was the name you heard for
Stella. Okay, that's better
Lady
than
Vachter's
Kitty.
daughter. Yeah. And the
Yeah, and
rumor
we also-
around her was that she tried to marry her to the Baron's son.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just found
And
out
that
his
he
son
had
was
been
betrothed to her.
Yeah, that he'd been a jerk or tormented her or something,
It didn't work out.
and that didn't go through.
Do you think
Oh.
like wait, the Baron? Okay, what is the last name of the Burgomaster? Is it the Baron or the Burgomaster? Sorry.
Burgomaster.
Vargas
Velovich.
It is the
Valakovich.
same, basically. Yeah.
So it was Vargas's son that was going to be married to Stella Wachter,
Yeah.
Yes.
and do we have a name for Vargas's son?
Yeah,
Or
we've
is
heard
Victor.
it.
It's Victor.
Victor.
Yep.
Well,
So,
Richter
do you
and
think-
Vargas.
Victor, like, I don't want to go too dark, but like, really messed with her, or
Well,
because
I
that was
mean-
the rumor.
At this
Hmm.
point, though, we know that it has something to do with vampirism. And I don't... If anyone has ties to vampirism, like, it's gonna be Lady
Lady
Wachter, not
Wachter,
Vargas.
not Victor. Yeah, so I think it's just a rumor that Lady Wachter came up with to explain away Stella's issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Either way, I don't know where to go from here. Cora is looking for any sort of suggestion because if we wait too long, issues are going to start piling up
We should
more than they
we
are.
should
I
go-
mean, they
we should
are
go to the church.
already. Yeah.
Plot-wise, there are a couple plot lines that I think I'll call your attention back to because your players have been here, your characters have been here like 4 days
Their
out of the
daughters.
last 5 in some way. Like, that's not
Yeah.
entirely true, but you've been
The
here a lot,
children.
and the players, as players, we haven't been here a lot. So there are the plot lines that I recall off the top of my head in Valaki are there are people that have been put in stocks, one of which has recently gone missing. There's a tiger and a
shit,
guy
someone went
whose
missing? I
dead
don't
body
remember that
that
at
you
all.
have.
Cora knew that.
There's the inn has been burned out, and the kids are currently living with the burgomaster. There's the bones at the church,
Oh, yeah.
and there's Lady Vachter's ring, which is actually what drew you to her house in the first place, because she would have the resources to resurrect Van Richten without using the scroll that you guys found.
Okay.
We're so fucking cheap.
So,
Also, you have a wagon full of wine.
right.
Yes.
Yes. Good one.
That I
So, the wine has to be delivered probably to the burgomaster that we can use as a talking point, correct?
To get the kids
well,
back.
we need some of it because we also need to deliver some to the
Crest.
Abbey.
Crest.
You have
for the,
three. You have 3 barrels. Krezk has asked for one. Actually, Krezk and the inn in Valaki has asked for one, but the owners of that are dead. So
Yeah, we were gonna do that, so we might as well use it to get their kids back.
Yep.
And we didn't bring the Kresk one with us, I don't think, because
Yeah,
the
we did.
Kresk
We
is
didn't.
right-
We didn't have time
we
to.
brought it all.
Oh, okay. But if I have to guess, I'm guessing like the missing people are probably at the Burgermaster's. I'm not gonna lie. That's
Or
where I would
dead.
guess. Or dead, right? But
We're dead.
I mean, they were doing some weird shit at Lady Wachter's in terms of
Exactly.
like sacrifice.
well,
What looked like
no,
a
it's-
sacrifice circle.
that's
From
true. We didn't.
from what Ramses has
You
seen
didn't
so
actually
far,
get in the room and see what was going
Oh, I
there
thought I got
has
to see a
been
little bit.
Yeah, I thought we
Yeah.
went
on.
in there.
They glimpsed in.
Yeah, we did. We
They glimpsed
peeked
but
in.
never got into the room.
I thought they did though.
I
Just a
thought we
little
went
bit.
and
They didn't
searched the
actually
room.
investigate.
We looked. We didn't investigate, but we definitely looked in it.
Okay.
Like,
I thought we
poked our head
searched it,
in.
So,
but I guess
so
not.
there were not bloodstains on the floor then, or
What?
any obvious signs of sacrifice.
Okay.
There were
was
no.
none?
So
There were not obvious signs of sacrifice.
Okay.
That's right.
Oh,
Just
that's
a
crazy. I
circle.
really thought there would be.
There's just a circle or whatever on the floor.
Yep.
Or a pentagram. Either way, the person that's missing is the one guy that was on the stocks before, right?
Yes. Udo
So-
Lukovic, if I'm not mistaken.
And we talked to his mother
Oh,
previously.
he's missing. I thought we freed him.
No, so
he's missing.
he was in the stocks and you left and you came back and he's not in the stocks and he's not with his mother.
Oh
Yep.
shit! Wow, I really forgot.
Oh, the guy
about
that got taken away at the festival?
no.
No, that's a
No.
totally
There
There was a
different
guy that was
guy.
already
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
This was like
It
when
was
we
the-
first got here.
Udo Lukovic was the guy that basically slighted the Burgomaster by insinuating that he was spending too much money on the festivals instead of
Oh,
paying
right.
to repair the wall.
I don't think he was
thought
insinuating
we-
anything.
I thought we set him free.
No, we didn't.
No. And he was placed in the stocks, and then that's when Cora had her princess power moment, fixed the gate, and then we also talked to his mom. We saw them briefly, or saw the mom briefly. I don't think, did we see Uda with his mom very briefly?
We did.
And then
We did. I think she went and brought him like food or something.
Oh, fed him something?
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw them
How do
together
you
very
remember all
briefly.
this stuff?
Well, that's because Cora talked to the mom also, or saw the mom during the crowd of the festival.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
remember
his
that
mom
now.
was there and depressed, and I think that she might have been in the church when Ramses visited. I don't
Ma'am,
remember.
I'm so
I
sorry
don't
that your
remember.
child is probably dead. Anyway,
That's why I was
You
thinking that
don't.
maybe
You
the
just, like,
Burgomaster.
there are a ton of plot lines here. You can't possibly chase down them all. So, like, just let
Or
go.
remember them all. I'm
don't
sitting there
tell
trying
me
to like,
that.
how
Don't
do you
tell me that.
recall
That's
all
gonna
this
stress
crap?
me out. Not being able to do them all is gonna fucking stress me out because I'm.
Have
gonna
we had
be
enough
like,
time
"But
for
I
a
wanna
short
help
rest?
Well, I mean, we
Well,
can
let's fucking
risk
get to the
trying to get
church.
one.
Let's go to the church and we'll get a short rest there.
Have we
Yeah,
not
we're gonna
spent
go the
enough
long
time
way
to have
around.
one now?
No.
I don't think
Okay.
we should
No.
risk having one.
All right, I think
I hope we haven't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into the or put my head into the room with the Is this a caravan? Does it have like a hookup for being towed?
Yes.
I'm gonna go stand in between the things and sort of gesture for someone to hook it up to me.
Cora would not know where to start.
Yeah. It's a DC 8 animal handling roll to get someone to hook you up to this.
I'll try.
It's a
Although I
pretty
doubt
common
I'm the
thing.
highest. Yep.
Animal handling is
Well,
not
you
my
don't
thing.
have hands, so I feel like
Yeah.
that you
Can't
can't
really
do
handle
it.
No, you can't do it yourself.
Yeah,
Somebody
pause.
needs to do it for you.
Fuck no, Fallon can't either. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Come on,
I don't
Filbert.
think Cora would really know much
Give it a
about
shot, Filbert.
that.
You've seen
Okay, why is Ramses not doing it? His
people
thing is
all over
wisdom.
this
My-
land
Oh, I don't think my handling sucks. but I-
seeing
Okay,
someone
but it's
do
better
Oh.
than my +1.
Okay, hold
Yeah.
on. Here we go.
Dude, I'm
Cora's
actually
gonna
trying to
pat
do animal
Ramses.
handling right here in the room with me because the dog is walking around growling.
Ramses is like, "Man, you
Rat.
guys haven't been paying attention."
Yes.
Come here, buddy.
Probably hooked up animals on
What are you
the
growling at,
farm.
man?
Yes,
You come outside?
probably. Yep.
And are we taking our cart with us, which has our wine,
All
I
right.
assume?
Yes.
And it has animals that you've
Yeah, that
arranged
already were on it,
otherwise.
so. Okay, so I'll
You don't
tow
have the
the
full
the
person.
caravan with the guy in it and the saber-tooth tiger in it.
I'm gonna be away from the keyboard. I still have my headset on.
I have
Okay.
a question.
Okay.
When you say caravan, do you mean a single carriage or multiple carriages?
It's a single carriage.
Oh,
Let me
okay. Yeah. When I think
see.
caravan, I think of multiple.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean caravan as in like from the bikers from Snatch.
That's why I said Cora was gonna go change inside that thing because I wasn't realizing the dead guy was actually in there.
Yeah, I know, right? The tiger.
Woo! We're making
Yeah,
choices
sometimes
tonight.
It's
We're making
just hard
choices.
to find a place to put a dead body.
Right.
I mean, in your bed is good, I guess.
Yeah,
If there's
naturally.
any other place.
Yeah, where else is he gonna gently repose?
Closet.
That's not very gentle.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but skeleton's in the closet.
Oh, he's not a skeleton.
Yeah.
He's been preserved perfectly.
Give him to the Beatles. He'll be a skeleton soon enough.
Hmm.
There is a picture of this caravan. I'm just having trouble finding it.
I was trying to come up with a Beatles joke, but like, I
Oh
can't.
yeah. Well, yeah. Well, most of them are skeletons right now, except for Paul.
Mimosa?
Well, half of them. Okay, Ringo's still alive too.
That's true.
Speaking words of wisdom, let it
I like
be.
how I didn't even process that you were speaking about the band, the Beatles. I thought you said mimosa, and I was like, okay, fair enough.
Mimosa.
No, I was.
Let's
trying
have
to think of a-
mimosas for our short rest.
With Beatles in them.
No, I
Well,
was
why
trying
not?
to come up with a joke that with the Beatles because you said give them to the Beatles, but then I blanked completely and I could not come up with anything funny.
The blowflies and the barflies. Let's go.
Ta-da!
Hey,
Oh, that's sad.
Come on for a ball. Let's go.
just because
It-
it's raining.
yeah, I
Rain.
should mention again that it's totally raining today.
Oh man,
Oh,
Yeah, it is
get my
raining.
Trying
paws
to get
all
my
muddy.
Timberwolf to come inside.
so were we like? We were actually all like sliding around the fucking Benny Hill theme.
Oh gosh.
Getting run
There we
away.
go.
Blue dress. She's
Yep.
like, I need out.
Everyone's like covered in wet and covered in mud up to the waist after running.
Well, and also the Strahd fight.
Yep.
The Strahd them.
Oh,
yeah.
actually, we
Mud
did know it was.
mud wrestling.
We
Yeah, it
actually
was
did
mud
know it was
wrestling.
raining because
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
it was the festival. I remember being very relieved that it was raining, and so it was going to be less likely that they were about to set the whole town on fire.
Yeah, it was totally raining today. I just thought it would be worth mentioning again. Yeah, I did forget, however, that you showed up to Lady Wachter's house covered in mud.
Cora wasn't actually.
That
Cora-
might have changed. Yeah.
The only person that wasn't was Cora because she hid. Keep her bless up.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Yeah,
Didn't
that's
roll
good.
up. She didn't roll
Everything
around in
worked
the
out
mud
then.
like the rest of us fucking animals.
Yeah.
She wears white. She can't afford that.
I resemble
I
that
probably
remark.
I proudly strutted through the mud. Thank you very much.
You most of all, Shabaka. So you should resent that remark.
I resemble that remark.
Right.
Also true.
Yeah.
Back to the Stooges, huh?
All right, so we
Okay, so
tow the cart.
where are you heading from here when you leave?
It looks
Church.
like we're
If
in the
Yes.
Are
church.
you gonna hide out, or are you gonna go straight to the church with the bones,
I think
or
we
I
go to
mean,
the church.
I feel like that's the best place for us to hide out.
if we go through this, are there guards here?
yes, there are guards at every gate on the wall.
How good would the cart be to take overland along the wall?
Like along the outside of the wall?
Yeah, if we go along
Or
here.
sorry, the inside of the wall?
Yeah, like along here.
It'd go. It doesn't look like it's not like it's a bog or something like that. It's standard over grass travel, wet grass, but yeah, that's not too bad.
Let's go that way. Or I'll start going that way with the cart, or with the caravan.
Right.
I can probably get through this.
Yeah. Okay.
This little
So
gate
not
here, and
taking
then,
any roads.
yeah,
Not taking
go
the
around
roads.
the back.
Yeah.
And we'll try to stay out of sight of the guards, so maybe beside this tree here, so they don't see us. It's getting dark now, so that we should be a little easier to be
Yeah,
avoiding people.
For some reason,
There are like patrols along this wall. This is like I think there's like, call it 20 people patrolling this wall basically at all times. So there's going to be a few people close to you at any time. Chances of you getting from here to there without being seen are zero.
Honestly,
or
the
near
more
zero.
people that are near us, honestly, the less likely Lady Wachter can absolutely fuck our shit up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you will be seen from the wall, even if you go on the other side of the trees, unless you.
Hey, you know what? Someone
Yeah.
should go. Someone should go inside. We're gonna do the weekend at Strahd's. Someone should go inside and or no, on the cart. And who's got the hat and the?
I do.
Yeah, you
Well, I've
should
got
impersonate Rictavio, and just get him like driving the cart.
Speaking of
Why?
which, you
Yes.
do it. You guys have been kind of in hustle mode for a while, but you do have Rictavio / Van Richten in a ring that you can
This
talk
is
to.
true.
Yes, I was gonna wait till we got to the church.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
He
I like to
understands
imagine
your
he's-
urgency.
Yes.
I like to imagine he's just been making really like dry comments
Right?
to you the entire time. Like, oh yeah, that's what you're going for. Okay,
Wait, what?
just
Kidding.
really
Yeah.
I have
bitchy.
Oh.
I have Rictavio's soul in my head.
Yeah, and I like to think he's being really bitchy about it.
Right?
He's actually not. He's being very quiet.
I mean, we're doing sus shit immediately, so.
Yeah.
And we're
And
also
you
messing
get the
with
impression that he's still kind of disoriented from, I don't know, dying or
Dying?
something.
being dead.
Yeah.
Honestly,
is
that's
this-
probably fair.
Is this real or are we just joking?
No,
Yeah.
we're
This
in
is
a
real
ring.
because he was wearing a ring of mind protection or whatever it's called.
Right?
Mind shielding.
Mind shielding?
Mind
something?
shielding, which stores his personality should he pass. And
Oh, I didn't
Ramsey is
know that.
wearing it now.
Oh, okay.
You're
Interesting.
like, didn't know we did that.
Yep.
Yeah, how about that?
All right. Well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he's
trudge.
like chilling.
I'm gonna trudge
Sure.
along with this caravan along here.
Yep.
Maybe we should go to the street over here and then just follow the street around the back way, like to here and then through here.
Actually, so we might be making this a little more complicated. Ramsey's like, there's no alarms. There's nobody specifically looking. Lady Wachter is going to have to explain why her crazed daughter is running around.
And why she
think
had the bones
just
that were stolen from
go.
the church.
Exactly. We just go. There's not.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's like,
I
Okay.
feel
Well,
it's like you're trying to make it super complicated and sneaky.
I already towed this
Well,
thing
yeah,
over
there's no
this
you know
way.
what's actually.
So
That's
let's just
actually
go
true,
back on
because
the
if
street
Cora, if Cora has to explain herself, she doesn't even know you killed people.
right?
You
we
guys
did
think too much.
do that. We did kill a couple people.
Cora had no part in that. Hey, I asked her to show me her fashion. She showed me some dead people, and there's a guy in her bed.
We're
And
like,
this-
yeah,
what-
we
this
did
lovely
kill, and you're
dress.
like, no, plausible deniability.
Don't
So-
tell me.
So Jess, I'll just tow the cart then back onto the road up here.
Okay. Are you gonna go up to the main road at that point?
Just to here and then go up to this corner. Do you guys want to just go to main? I mean, we can go this back road too. Along here.
I don't care.
Yeah, let's just go this way.
At this
Yep.
point.
Just in case
Okay.
they happen to be looking at the main road. And then we'll get to here and then we'll go to the church.
Hey, does Filbert see any nice round rocks? By any
You
chance?
make it to the church. You make it to the church through mostly back ways.
Can we
You-
hide
it's-
the
Take me to church.
Ugh, I love Hosier. Can we hide the
You're breaking up,
whole
hon. You're breaking up.
Can you hide the
Well,
holy symbol?
I did pause for a very long time also. Yeah,
hide
can we
the holy
hide the
symbol.
holy symbol? Because
Yeah,
like
I'll-
you know,
You can put the holy symbol anywhere you want. It's like
Also,
maybe 6 inches across. You can do what you want
oh,
with it.
that big.
just
Is
Yeah,
it
it's just a little
one
pendant
third the
kind of.
size of an emperor penguin?
It's you can fit in a pouch, or it can fit in the backpack, or
It's probably no bigger
Yeah,
than an
just-
emperor penguin's beak.
You could
Like
probably look
12
like
emperor
well,
penguins.
if you wear it
because
on
it
a,
is
on
in
a
fact bigger
necklace.
than an emperor penguin's beak, and not by a small mark. Yeah,
You can wear it on a necklace like Flava Flav.
it's like a
Yeah,
sixth
just-
of an emperor penguin's height.
just
I think it's
just
12,
give me
actually.
the just give me the amulet. I'll keep it
well,
safe.
because they don't necessarily
Okay.
know about it, right? At the
No.
church.
They didn't
No,
ask
of course
about it or send you on the mission to get it or anything like that. No.
Exactly. So like, we
just
want
keep
to
it.
keep it. So
My concern is, and I'm sorry to say this, Ramsey, you are carrying most every single magical item we've ever found
Right?
ever. And if you ever get got, we're done.
Maybe we
Very
should
true. Now,
hand those out.
now, if somebody else wants to carry some of this, it just seems like nobody wants to carry it.
I'll carry it.
I will carry something, but I don't think that holy item is for me.
No,
that is
I
for
would.
Ramses.
I would
It
think
has
it would be
it
for
has
me.
me written all over it.
I mean, we've only found like 3 magic items, haven't we?
We've
Well,
got the Hat of
no, we
Disguise,
have the
Ring of
staff
Mind
as well.
Shielding, the Gulfia staff, the amulet.
I did forget the staff.
Yeah, what is that?
And
do
then
again?
we've the staff. Once we get in and we're talking in private, so the staff. A couple things. One is blights. If you're attuned
Oh, I
to the
don't much
staff,
care for that thing.
yeah, blights and evil plants will leave you alone. But it does have vampiric strike. So you can expend 1 charge to regain a number of hit points equal to the damage dealt by the weapon. The
That looks
downside
bad.
of it is short-term madness.
Madness.
And I think one of the reasons why I ended up with this one is, well, apart from nobody else wanted a staff, and this is not something that Ramses would
It's a
use
wisdom
anyway,
save throw. Yeah.
but it's a wisdom save, so I've probably nailed that one.
This is a pretty Shabaka like targeted weapon.
Yeah, except I feel very uncomfortable around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, because I mean, you can use a staff in Shillelagh. You have a high wisdom save.
Yeah.
It's nature
Yeah, but-
themed.
But it also says its evil makes beasts visibly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since he's focused on animal transition all the time, yeah, this is not a great. There's no great answer for this thing. It was wielded by druids when you encountered it, but that doesn't mean that that's going to work now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
evil druids.
Evil druids.
Evil druids, yeah, who still
Yeah,
care
I
about the
mean,
world and the planet.
Yeah. The thing though is that like, Fallon's not going to use it, and Filbert's not going to use it.
Right?
Oh,
But
Silver
the
could
but the
try.
cross is something that I could definitely use.
And
And-
that requires for a paladin,
Yes,
and it has big payoff against vampires.
it does. And I would also suggest, especially due to the circumstances of us getting it, as well as the fact that we're dealing with Strahd, me having the Ring of Mind Shielding so that Strahd doesn't know that I have it is also a very good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, I'm 100% agree with that. It's just so it's really the staff that we're all like, well,
Yeah, the staff is
Unless
not
he reads
my
one of our other minds, and they're dumb enough to go, I bet he has a thing.
Filbert.
But
Actually, it might
Sorry, I
be
thought
worth
you were-
it for someone else to have the holy symbol just because you can already
No.
do
well,
some
no,
of that
because
stuff.
you
No.
can use it.
you should
You
not
have
trust
to be a
Filbert
cleric or
with
paladin.
anything.
What?
Yes,
No, you have to be a cleric or paladin.
Oh,
yes,
I
are
see.
you a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
cleric or paladin? Yeah.
Right.
No. It's me.
Okay.
It looks like a club to me. So
That
it's
is a
club.
very
Person
Ramsey
who
specific
describes
item.
self-identified. There's that.
You cut out there.
Huh?
What was that, Jess?
Only character that self-identifies as good in the party, so there's that too.
No, hey,
Yeah.
hey, Alan is chaotic good.
Okay.
I had everybody down for some version of neutral last time I looked.
No,
but,
Fallon has
I
a
could be
hero
wrong.
complex.
I'm not evil.
That seems common.
So we're taking a short rest, I assume. My form would fade, so I'll go back to normal.
I will.
You may
ask
take a
the-
short rest in the church. Yeah.
I will ask the priest, of course, whether or not, are these the bones that were stolen?
Oh, the bones! The bones!
I mean, is there?
them.
Sorry, real quick. Is there an
Oh.
easy way of identifying these bones as special?
I don't know. You just said there was bones in there, so I'm just gonna show it to you.
I've been caretaker of these bones for many years. Much. He holds up a femur and he looks at it and he says, "This is it. This is the femur. I know it."
Excellent.
Sure.
So those aren't soup bones. I lost a bet.
No.
Should we
Against
how we come
who?
across this, or
I mean, we can tell you who stole
Huh?
them, or at least who was
Yes,
responsible for the
please.
theft.
Well,
First, wait. I will hear everything that is inspired, but first I must put them back in their resting place. I must consecrate it again.
Oh yeah,
And
of
he
course.
holds his hands out for the box.
Oh shit, Ramses, go watch how he consecrates it.
I'd like
Yep.
to
I'm
make
going with
certain
him.
that
I just got
This
done
is a-
constipating outside.
this is a good dude, right? Cora is trying to make sure that he didn't hand over the bones himself, and he's been
No, he did
yoinked
not.
in the brain. Okay.
Oh,
No,
Ramses is the only person who's ever met this
Yeah.
person before.
So-
So you
Insight
can make
check.
an
I have-
insight roll.
all right.
Can I make one?
But also, he
18.
could have
Since
probably
none
gotten
of me
away with
just said,
literally not
"Oh, I
telling
think
us
I made it."
to go find them.
Oh, you got it.
Yes,
Yep.
but
26,
yeah,
24.
there's always a chance, and Cora's never met this guy.
Fallon just
What you
trusted
get from
Ramses, so
him,
she's like,
Cora-
whatever.
Ramses, you've already met this guy, so I'm going to discount your roll. But Cora, what you get from him is genuine excitement over receiving the bones, and that what he says he's planning to do with them, to go put them back in their place and reconsecrate them, is completely authentic.
Okay.
You don't get whether that is a good thing or not. You have to do his word.
Cora's gonna take since Ramsey seems fine with what's happening, and she
Well,
seems.
do I get the same feeling from him?
I mean, you
mean,
did
already
last time. You had no reason to doubt him.
Well, no,
The story
I
he gave was very compelling. You felt that it was good aligned. So
sorry,
basically,
it was more
yes.
of a case of. It was more of a case of you had us roll an insight roll. I got a 26. I was like, I also believe 100% that's what he's thinking.
Yes. There's no reason not. I just didn't ask you to roll this time.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I did. Anyways, I will
Yeah.
go with him.
Yes,
Sounds
that's
good.
a good idea.
So he casts. He basically casts half a spell. You're familiar with this. I'm gonna have to do some
Oh no.
minor searching on D&D Beyond because I haven't
Half
researched this in like 6
spell.
weeks. But,
I'm suddenly very concerned that the holy symbol is actually what was making this place safe and not the bones.
Well, we'll find out.
there's-
No, I know it would be the bones because he knew it was the bones, and he probably knew the holy symbol wasn't there.
And I think we heard that before, that
Right?
because
He
we
would
asked
have
someone else
mentioned the holy symbol.
about making a house protected from Strahd, and someone told us you need a special bone or something.
No, they told us to talk to this guy. He's
Oh,
the one
okay.
that said it was actually the bones that did it.
Oh, okay.
But then,
So
but how
I-
did
there was 2 ways to do it.
Yeah, because Irina.
And one
house.
of which was with like an artifact, or like a powerful magical thing. And the other one was with a spell, like a pretty standard player's handbook spell. And I'm just trying to find it.
Protection from not protection from evil good, but like hollow
Hallow?
question mark?
No,
Hallow?
there's a specific one. Which one? What's that?
Hallow, I think.
Hollow? Hallow?
Might be.
It makes
Let me
hallow
get that.
ground.
It sounds like it's right. No. Why did that screw up? Hold on. I bet this is going to be right, though.
I know, I'm so
Yeah,
smart.
Hallow,
Hallow is the
5th
5th level spell, I think, off the top of my head.
It's
Says
Yeah.
ALLO.
says 5th level.
5th, yeah.
There's also like the spell even good ceremony.
No, Sarah, it's not Sarah.
No,
I know,
this
but-
is it. This is
That's
it.
like weddings
You
and
can either
funerals.
get to the level to cast Hallow, or you can have one of these magical artifacts. So what he
Well, guess what
does
we
with
have,
these
baby.
bones is he basically casts a low-level version of Hallow that doesn't exist in the rules, but it works because he has the bones.
Got it.
Got it.
So he casts half a spell, and with these bones, it works.
Gotcha.
Ooh,
Cool.
they come with
That's a lot
barbecue
faster.
sauce.
Pretty
Finger
wicked.
looking good.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, so if it seems like he did the thing, then I'll pay attention to how he does it so that I know for the future if so we need to
Mhm.
do such a thing.
Who did we tell that we were gonna?
Should you
Well, it was for a
ever get the spell Hallow in the future, this will be helpful. Otherwise, should you get an item that's of such power that it might work, this could be helpful.
Who does this art at the cross thingy?
Oh man, though, look at this. Look at the material component though.
For
Herbs, oils, and incense worth at least 1,000 gold pieces.
Yikers.
Consumed by the spell.
I got that.
So
Filbert always
these are
has
the
that kind of
bones,
stuff.
and they're not consumed, but they must be ever present.
Got it.
Yeah. Oh, casting time 24 hours?
Oh, well, Hallow is like a permanent spell, so yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. It's all good. We've
This
got
is
this.
not permanent. It only happens while the bones are present.
No, I mean the actual spell.
Yes,
Until
the actual spell.
dispelled, anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All of our
So you have
belabored.
made your way back to the church. You have reconsecrated the church with the bones. Is there anything else you want to talk to?
Well, we have to tell him who
yeah,
stole
I
them.
gotta find his name.
Mm-hmm.
I could just flat out ask him, is there something we should talk about that we haven't brought up yet, sir? Like with the bones?
Well, we didn't tell him the story of what happened yet.
Father Lucian Petrovich. That's right.
Yes.
That's the name of the priest here.
No, my point is like if there's something
Well,
from his perspective that would come up that maybe has
Well,
not
probably
occurred
who
to us.
stole my fucking bones.
Yeah. Well,
There's always
I
that.
know. I think I know the boys responsible, and they did seem to set you on the correct path towards where they might have gone. At least somewhat.
But
I don't know.
I
What
would
do
not-
you think?
I would not blame the boys. The boys were coerced into doing what they did, and I truly believe that they regret their actions, and that is why they sent us basically directly on the path we needed to be. There was not I think evil in their hearts.
But was there evil?
I am normally a forgiving fellow. I think I could have been very angry with them now that we've gotten to the bottom of this mystery, but honestly, I'm just so glad that the people here who come here for shelter every night will have a...
And you cut out.
Oh,
You
have to restate the last
I'm
10
good.
seconds. You dropped for about 10 seconds.
Yeah, you
Oh,
We
said
got
yeah.
the gist of it.
We got
the
it.
people who
everyone's
came
safe.
here
happy.
will
Chilling.
have.
Yeah,
That's what we heard.
He's happy.
Everyone's safe.
I'm good.
Who's there?
I am just so happy to have them back. That's the most important thing.
Yes, I agree. But the end culprit, of course, as you may or may not have guessed, is Lady Wachter.
I did not guess, he says. That
Yes,
is disappointing. I did
I mean,
hold some
she
hope
was
for
my
her.
first suspect.
I would be willing to give my testimony under oath. I did witness a lot of things while
In
there.
what, a court of law?
What
Like,
hope did you have for her? You said.
Well, she's a noble woman in this town. She participates in various things. We've talked on a half dozen occasions. I don't know. I thought maybe I'd reached her, but apparently not.
She has stated to us her allegiance was Strahd, so
pretty openly.
pretty openly, yes.
With very little prompting, actually.
Yes.
it's more of a are we?
Recently, yes.
Why is the map flickering?
That's a you,
Not
bud.
for me.
That's a you.
That's a
Right.
you.
Fine here.
And yes, recently.
I mean, we've only been here like
It's
4
more
days.
disappointing still.
We've only been here a week, so it's definitely been within the last week.
So I would
Yes, but
definitely guard
he
yourself
gestures in your
against
kind
her.
of general direction and says, like, you're outsiders. When outsiders come, they stir everything up. You are able to get to the bottom of these secrets. When there's no outsiders present, everything goes along, and I never get to know what people really think.
Does he mean that in a good or a bad way?
I think it's a neutral way.
He's
is
not
what
mad
I'm
at you
getting.
for
No.
it. He's like he's like,
He's just disappointed. in
you
Lady
have
Wachter.
come and revealed the truth about Lady Wachter more than you have come and corrupted her.
Which is
Ah, yeah.
wild
He doesn't
because
think-
she was super ready, unprompted, to be like, fucking love Strahd also, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, she was not subtle.
To
about it.
strangers, but not to the people in town. At least not
course
to
not,
some people
yeah.
in town.
I know, and it was like, we just met her and we were like, yo, we might want to overthrow your political rival. What's up? And she was like, well, I worship the devil Strahd. And we're like, sorry, what?
Excuse you, it was
To
the
be
Count
fair,
Strahd.
that's how she closed her first conversation, not how she opened it.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I'm so
Yes.
sorry. It was her way of saying goodbye.
Yes.
Heil Strahd.
Not hello, but first goodbye.
Question for you. Do we is everybody we got a short rest, so does anybody need to heal? We should heal. I can't see what my hit
Oh.
points are though, because I can't see
hold
my
on.
marker. My
So
counter.
who's
I had
hurt?
it on my counter.
No, I'm good.
Can you actually see my counter, Joan? Or Jess?
Joan.
I can bring us over to the old map again for a moment.
Yeah,
and
just
you
let
can
me
record
see
it.
what I had.
Where's Wachterhaus? There we go. Temporarily returning to Wachterhaus.
Ah, dead man.
24 out of 30.
Mm.
Okay.
I wish I was fast enough to put a dead man in a bed just like as I reveal a
I
room.
know,
with the-
right?
Oh, because
been
I
cool.
That'd be pretty
for some odd
impressive.
reason, I remembered it as like the token or something, so I was like, but if he's a permanent thing there. It's so funny that he's permanently there.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
it was
top of the
wild.
map. Yeah.
All right, I am all healed
part
up from my hit dice.
Of the map.
Where's short
Like
rest
at
again?
first, I was like, okay, maybe it's just one of her
It's up
sons.
at
This is
the
her
top.
son's
Oh, there, I
bedroom,
see
and then
it,
I'm
I
like,
see it.
this is her bedroom.
Yep. Have you got everything off of Wachterhaus
Yeah,
for
I
hit
do.
points and stuff?
I do. Thank you.
Sorry, is anybody still hurt?
Nope.
Use your hit die. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That was a good one.
Sorry.
Speaks fluent Yanese.
Right?
It's 2:17 in the morning. Cut me a break.
No.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Never.
Everyone gets a little yawn. Not a big one. That's just a little one.
Alright, use another
I will
one.
never cut you a break.
But you cut me a piece
Okay.
of that.
So, given that it is approaching 8 p.m. and you're in an area that seems to be shielded from outside interference, does anybody feel like leaving this building before tomorrow morning?
Fuck no.
Mm-hmm.
Do we not want to shank her?
No.
Is it nighttime?
Yeah.
It's basically nighttime. The sun has hit the horizon. It's like 8 p.m. So yeah,
Then probably not a
the
good idea to
stars
go
are
out
coming
anywhere.
Silver to look forlornly
Yeah.
out the window, but not exit the building.
He wants to roll in the grass like a dog.
Alright, so I'm gonna cast Goodberry again and get 10 more.
I will also cast Goodberry. Hold on 1 second. Go to my spell sheet and see how many I have. Ooh, I have 2 spell slots left, so I'll cast it twice.
I will take a there's a couple things that I will do if we're done with the main things. So one is I will attune to the amulet.
Okay.
The other thing that I will do is I will have a chat with Rotavio.
Are you going along for the conversation, or just find a quiet corner?
Can you think really hard at it, or do you have to speak out?
No, telepathically.
Yeah. So
So-
it's a matter of how much you want to share about the conversation, not so much how much you have to share.
Oh, I see. Good question. Well, I'm not one to hide anything from the group, and so I'm fine with being in the same room if we're in the sort of the common area of the church. I would go somewhere that other people aren't. I don't want anybody
Fair.
eavesdropping on the fact that we still have access to Rotavio.
The fact that we have a dead dude in your head, yeah. Not great.
Right? Well,
It's
we
not
have a
good
dead
luck.
dude
Yeah,
who
are there other
potentially
people in the church, and do any of them stand out?
are the hunters still here?
Yes, the hunters are still here. So they were in a room off to the side, so you don't see them just hanging out in the main room. But one of them was seriously burned during the assault on the inn, and the other one was attending to them, and
Yes.
that continues to be the case, although not in the main room. They're off on their
Right.
own.
Okay.
What about the mother, Udo's mother? She's there?
Yeah, there is a number of people who come to the church at night because they believe it's a safer place than the rest of the town. And for the last week, that wasn't the case because the bones were missing.
They weren't told about that.
And now it is the case again. But Father Petrovich never informed anyone that that wasn't the case. And so, yeah, they
How do they know?
on schedule kind of around
They don't.
nightfall and huddle in.
They don't.
And,
They have had wool pulled over their eyes.
How many people come
Exactly.
in, would you say?
50 or so. Like the pews,
Good grief.
it's a good a building this size, and given
Cora?
that like people are going to spend the night, that's about as much as it'll fit.
Cora is gonna keep her eyes out for Lady Wachter's spy person.
That guy, the greasy guy.
Roll perception.
Gouache. Oh, gouache.
Do any of the people who came in look injured?
Or greasy.
17.
No. Not
Or-
the injured greasy, yes.
Or
Let's call
hungry?
it 30%.
Or hungry?
Or hungry. Let's call that 20%.
Okay, I will give all the ones who are hungry a good berry.
Yeah,
That's 10 people.
Okay.
I'll give.
I made 36.
I've
So.
got
36?
Or 30. I
That's
had
a ton
6
of good
before
berries.
that are going to probably run out, so I get rid of those. And I give away 3 more.
berries.
There you
I've
go.
got 20 of. I've got 20 of them that I just made, as well.
Or yes, the spy friend is actually he doesn't come in, but he does loiter outside.
Okay.
Who does?
Does he appear to be focused on anything in
Lady
particular?
Proctor's spy
spy.
that she sent after you at one point.
Oh.
Cora
It's
is going.
It's not. What the hell is his name? 1 second.
I don't know his name either. That's why I was like, just the guy.
Right.
Just the guy that spies.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, the guy that spies.
I can find this.
Is there anything in particular he seems to be focused on, or is he just kind of loitering and trying to be inconspicuously conspicuous?
Ernst
Yeah.
Larnack,
Okay.
who you met
Ernst.
once, who invited you over to Lady Wachter's place way back in the day,
Yep.
where
Yeah.
you co-conspired against the burgomaster and then changed your mind.
Yeah,
after you
because she
left.
fucking dropped her Strahd shit on us out of goddamn
Yes.
nowhere.
Yeah. Ernst Larnack.
I assume Irina's with us?
Yes.
Okay.
God, fucking Irina, I'm so sorry.
I keep forgetting about her.
We've forgotten about you so many times at this point. My God.
I'm just glad you let me tag along.
I make sure she has a good berry too, just in case she hasn't been eating.
Okay, since
We've been
everybody's
forgetting to fucking feed her, apparently.
since everybody is going off and looking for all these other things, then I will just talk to Octavio basically in private.
Okay.
Okay.
Away from everybody. And
Is this a conversation you'd like to do in private, or do we roll it out, or play it out here? If there's
I'll have
not
to
a
do
reason,
there's no
just
reason.
go.
There's nothing I'm going to. So okay. So a few questions, if you will, Van Richten.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still feeling so disoriented, but yes, of course.
I'm sure. The first thing.
No, I'm
would
sorry.
be
I'm sorry. Where am I?
You Strahd managed to kill you.
Oh,
We've
am
got
I-
your. Go ahead.
I'm in the ring. I'm in the ring. Am I not?
Yep.
Am I in the ring?
Yes, you're in the ring. We have your body. I have cast gentle repose upon you, so you are fine for the moment. We are looking for a way potentially to bring you back. So a handful of questions, of course, I have to ask. You've had a life dealing with Strahd. Is that something you actually want, or do you wish to finally be free of him? We will take care of him.
Rod and others, I envy your confidence. I felt as you do at one point. I think I was not ready for Strahd.
Well, clearly not this time.
Yes. I have a lot of good to do. I have fought many creatures. The first time I've ever had a conversation like this, though. But I believe there are other evils for me to fight. Maybe I just wasn't ready for this one. This one is too much for me.
And none of the rest of us can hear this, right? It's just him.
That's right. It's all in my head.
Yeah.
It's all in my head.
so we see expressions play across your face, and you're probably like mouthing words, and we're like, "What?
Yeah, what? What? The heck is wrong with him?
What's
He's
he-
possessed.
What's he doing?
So
Why is he twitching?"
is there? So So I guess first thing is you would like us to bring you back, if we can.
I do not welcome death.
Very well. I
Fair.
thought I'd find out if this was a case of you wanted to be free to finally be at peace with your family or friends or whoever you have lost along the way. I wanted to make sure that you had that option before we tried to actually pull you back.
I want that more than anything, but I fear that I haven't earned it yet.
Well, it's not going to be easy. We're trying to find ways to do it. Diamonds, of course, unless you happen to know where we might be able to find some. Apart from the ring on Lady Wachter's finger.
I mean, we already know that we can get them from possibly from Madame Eva.
Maybe.
Also, he literally had a scroll.
He did.
Yeah, he's like, why haven't you used my scroll? And we're like,
we're a little hesitant.
Yeah. I have a scroll of raised dead. You can use that.
Yes.
If you have my body, you should have it.
Yeah, that is very true. And we could. And there's no reason. It is your scroll, so we should probably.
Damn right you should.
But we have a week.
Well, we do have a week. But my question to you before we use it is it best for us to keep you a secret for now? As Strahd believes, you are dead.
When you bring me back, I am a liability here. Strahd knows I am here and is more prepared for me than
you
I
are
had
for him.
hoped.
Yeah, we noticed.
Indeed.
I'm sorry, I'm never gonna let that go. It was fucking embarrassing.
There are many creatures that I believe I can help the world with. Strahd is one. Strahd is my most desired foe. But I'm not ready. I should leave. I should fight some of those other foes. Maybe
You gotta.
I should handle some of those foes. Maybe then I'll know how to handle this one.
Very fair.
I will leave, and I will
leave.
come back when I am ready.
Yeah, I
Well,
kind of
there
feel like
are
he should stay
other-
with us. I assume that Ramses is relaying this back and forth.
I don't
No,
know if
because
he is. No,
we
it's not.
so originally I said, okay, well, let's go talk to this, and then it was like everybody's, oh, I'm going to go feed the hungry. I'm going to go save.
Alan
the
wasn't doing
and so,
shit. What are you talking about?
And so I'm like, well, no, I'm just so while you're doing that, I'm just having this conversation.
No, Fallon's there.
Yeah.
She has nothing else to do.
No, and Fallon's there. That's cool.
Filbert has his nose pressed against the window, looking
Filbert
outside.
didn't have anything else to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Does he ever?
He has a
Does he ever?
solid mind. He doesn't need to do much thinking.
Exactly. So other questions is bringing you back. We'll bring you back. And of course we can use the scroll. That's not a problem. But
That's why I carry it.
are there things that you can share with us that will help us, that can help us. And the other thing is, do we get you to a location far enough away from here and his spies before we bring you back, so that everybody sees you or knows you are still dead and he can't feel your life around? I don't know if he can, but that would just be right.
When you bring me back, return my ring of mind shielding. I'll take care of the rest.
Quick
Once
question.
I'm shielded again, I can leave. I can get out of here and survive. But I'm afraid I'll be of no use to you.
So I would ask you to, and I understand your reasoning for the ring, but I would potentially ask you to reconsider that item. And the only reason why is because we have recently found a item that will be of great use against Strahd. And the last thing we need is for him to read someone's mind and find out they have it.
Okay. I can work with that. Deliver me to the east gate of the lands of Barovia, and you can keep the ring.
Very well.
Resurrect me there, and not before we reach that point.
East gate of Barovia. We're
You mean
sorry.
the
Which is the
town?
gate you guys came in.
Okay.
The town?
It's the there are large
Oh,
gates
that
in
pillar.
the
Yeah,
woods.
that
Right.
gate to the myths, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You came through the mist, then you hit a gate, then you hit the town.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So quick question. He hit Strahd way harder than any of us have been able to.
It's very true.
I am vaguely concerned by that.
Yes. I don't believe we're ready to
This is
take
probably
Strahd
something
either.
I should have mentioned as you left Wachterhaus. But this is an important thing, maybe, to this part of the conversation,
Oh.
which is welcome to level 6.
Oh, hell yes!
Yeah.
I mean, he still has hit him harder than any of us have managed to, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
He hit them
Okay,
very
question for you. How do I count that high when I only have 5 fingers on one hand?
hard. Use the other hand, Filbert!
Mm-hmm.
You can go up to level
But there's
10.
only
Oh
there's
my
only
gosh,
5
I
fingers
can-
on that hand too.
Ramses is
Yeah.
gonna hate me for this. What the hell? Level 6 for Hexblade is like binding someone I slay into my service. What the heck? Sorry, I'm having a moment. Ramses is not gonna have fun with this.
My beast form counts as magical for purposes of overcoming resistance and immunity now. Nice.
There you go.
I don't know what I think I just get spells.
Yep.
At 6th
And
level.
I
So
can be...
incidentally, as time goes on, this is how you increase damage. So maybe even at level 6, you're not hitting as strong as Rictavio / Van Richten. But there are a few
Yes.
levels to go.
Yes. Yes, we're not ready for Strahd. He's already shown us that. But we will be. We will be.
Pretty good at him at level 5, really, when he was focused on somebody else.
Right?
Well, yeah, but he wasn't hitting any of us.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would have hurt a lot.
That would hurt a lot. I know. He appeared next to me and I'm like, oh, brown trousers.
And we're like, ah!
All right. So are there anything else you can share with me about people we should not trust, people we should trust?
I have not found anyone here particularly trustworthy.
Fair.
Well, I hope you can count us among your numbers for that. Now we're
Lure
here
me
to
to
help.
the East Gate, bring me back to life, and let me go. And yes, after that, I will trust you.
Considering that we
My
didn't,
fate is in your hands.
considering that we like didn't use his own scroll to bring it back to life, I don't know if you should trust us or not.
Yes.
That's why it's part of the I'll trust you after.
Yep.
Yes.
Which is so valid.
You must be able to understand the reason that we have not used the scroll yet. Apart from your detection, your scroll is an instant means, and at the moment, none of us are threatened. So if we can find a way to bring you back without using something instant, that would be much more helpful if we're fighting Strahd and someone falls. It's not like he'll say, "Oh, hold on one sec, I'll give you some diamonds to crush." Because, right? So there's a strategy behind it. But if it's your
begrudge you
wish,
the wisdom of that strategy. I just haven't seen it play out, so I can't trust you.
and that's fine.
If this all works out, and you get me there, and you bring me back, and the way that happens leaves you the ability to resurrect one of your foes more quickly while fighting Strahd, then I'm all for it. But you have to make those other things true.
You will be brought back at the East Gate. I'll make sure it happens.
Very well. Then I won't spend the next week singing Justin Bieber songs in your head.
I truly appreciate this.
No
It's
problem.
more of a blessing than I could have asked for.
That like one of those little cute furry fellows with the paddle tails named Justin.
Yes,
Justin
with his
Bieber.
buck
Yeah.
teeth.
Shoot down trees.
Yes, Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
I thought so.
Showed up just in time.
No,
Are
Beaver,
there
Beaver.
so of the times that you've spent hiding here under Strahd's nose, are there other locations that you can find safe haven? Because I'm sure that we'll need to do that at some point.
Well,
You totally cut out there.
well, I have a tower west of town.
A tower? Oh, we saw that tower. I'm not there.
Oh, the one on the island.
I shouldn't have said that.
Yes. Basically, yes.
Would it be possible for us to find refuge there if needed?
Possibly. Rumor has it my apprentice, Esmeralda, has returned to Ravenloft. She might be out that way.
He's doing Lady Gaga, not Justin Bieber.
I mean, I would be fine with Lady Gaga.
Rumor has it.
No, okay, well that's Adele. First of
Oh,
all,
is that Adele? Okay.
But if Strahd comes
wow,
up
that
and
was
asks,
so very different.
yeah, if Strahd comes up and asks me if I've got the necklace, I'm gonna totally have a poker face.
There you go.
That's Lady Gaga. I was wondering why you brought up Lady Gaga.
My bad. I don't know my pop.
You'll be all alone.
Okay. So we might just chat about other things if he happens to be talkative. If he's not, that's fine. If he doesn't trust us enough to divulge, that is also fine. But yeah,
sorry,
I think
was
the rest
Fallon here for this conversation?
Yes, Fallon will have heard what I said, but she can't hear unless he can telepathically talk to all of us.
No, only if you relay it. Fallon, did you have any questions for this fellow?
No, my main concern was just he hit harder than all of us, and he's like, "I'm not ready. I have to leave," and it's like, "Oh fuck."
There was one other thing that I feel
Valentine
like
or
Fallon
something?
didn't forget, which was
You're right.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Strahd asked me to ask him about Valentine. Right. I didn't forget that, I swear.
Do you know of a Valentine?
A vampire.
You get a sigh.
Fallon is staring really intensely at you.
Yeah.
What do you say? What do you say?
I go,
You,
I've got nothing yet.
you have promised to bring me back,
Of course.
and I'll take you at your word.
Okay.
And protect myself. If you want any more, you should talk to my apprentice, Esmeralda.
Is
If
there
she
a
deems it worthy, she'll.
okay? And she may be at the tower.
Yes.
Is
If she
there
was
any
looking for me, that's where she'd probably be.
is there any way that we can make sure that she understands our reasons that you have brought us here?
Bring her my cane. It's not magical, but she'll know it.
Very well.
Yeah, we figured that out.
Okay. So I relay that on to Fallon that that's our next lead.
Damn it. She's not happy. She looks very annoyed, in fact.
How long have you been here? Benedict?
I've come and gone. Actually, I have been
You've come and
fortunate
gone?
to. Yes, I've been here on 3 separate occasions.
How do
Why can
you
everybody leave except for us?
No, it's not just you. I'm lucky that way, I suppose. And the Vistani, he says, gesturing to the west for some reason, get to
What's
leave
the
when they
secret?
feel like it.
What's the secret?
I wish there was one.
They just click their
Hmm.
heels together and the tornado takes them away.
May as well be. I sometimes, if I want it bad enough, if I feel I should, the mists part for me. This is not actually the only domain of dread that I have visited.
Hmm.
Great.
I'm
Okay.
sorry
Dread.
that I cannot impart this power upon you, but it's beyond my ability to do so.
I'm sorry. He
That
mentioned
is
Domain of Dread. Have we ever heard of that in character?
No.
Okay.
not that I've heard. I had geez, where was I starting with that one?
I don't know, but you might want to find out what a domain of dread is.
Yes. What other domains of dread should we worry about having to be stuck in another one?
If you're lucky, you'll only ever encounter the one.
I thought he was gonna just stop there, and it was gonna be like, should we be worried about ending up in another one? If you're lucky. I was like, what?
Yeah. Pardon? Nancy says what?
I have been here, obviously.
Oh,
This is where
that's what I was.
This is where I visited first, where my family was slain, and where my
Oh, I'm truly sorry.
ultimate mystery and my ultimate fate will be decided. But there is Darkon, Dementilu, Mordant. I've been to each of these places, each horrifying in their own way, and if you're lucky, you'll never go to any of them.
Hmm.
Yeah, they sound like lovely vacation spots.
The
Sounds
reason
like
I
my home
asked,
village.
the reason I ask how long you've been here is we were in a town recently and somebody told me of a woman in a cowl that had a tattoo something similar to this, and I'm showing my tattoo and Have you ever met anybody as such?
I have. More recently than I've seen you. Came through
See.
here a few days ago. Asked about you, actually.
Very interesting.
Apparently, you've visited in at Kresk.
I have.
They heard this.
They. More than one person.
I don't know. They sounded important. I'm overclassifying.
I see. Do you perhaps know where they are? Or if there was any other information that they imparted upon you that it would be good for me to know?
No, they left. They came in through the west gate and they left through the west gate.
Hmm.
But he didn't look particularly noticeable to me.
Sorry, did you say he?
Yes, the gentleman with the dark hand.
Interesting. The person in Kresk said it was a woman.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yes.
No,
well,
this
that
was a
makes-
gentleman. He came in. He had his only noticeable feature was he had a very dark hand on his left hand.
Hmm. Well, I guess I will look forward to meeting him or them somewhere along our journeys. Wow. All right. So we got leads on a couple things. West and west. And you want us to
Indeed.
take you east. So the the east one, that's the one we came through on the far side of the first town, right?
Yeah, let's just bring you to the world map.
Alan's just really annoyed that all he could give her about Valentine was fucking, yeah, go talk to this other person.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, God
It's
damn
almost
it.
like what he really wanted was for you to find him at all,
Yeah, I mean,
more
I
than
kind of figured that. I figured Strahd wasn't actually giving me.
Van Richten, not Strahd. Oh, sorry. Or
Strahd
what
back in
Strahd
Strahd
back
wanted.
wanting
then.
to
Yes.
find him.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I kind of figured.
Is this the gate he asked about? This one here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. That's fair. We can deliver. They asked for wine too, didn't they?
Barovia totally asked for wine, and so did the
I'm pretty sure fucking everybody was
Vistani
like,
near
yo.
Barovia.
Do you know much of the Vistani?
You get like an audible sound of impatience out of him when you ask that question.
Hey,
He says, I have known one good Vistani. My apprentice, Esmeralda, has been very helpful, fighting evil here and in other places. She understands the fight. She knows good and evil. The rest of them, bah, he says, they killed my family.
Oh, it was not Strahd that killed your family.
Yeah, it was Strahd's hand, sure,
what?
but not without their actions.
Oh,
Well, that is good to know, or at least be aware of. We don't know who exactly here can be our allies, or we should be staying away from.
I mean,
Take
Madame
no
Eva seems pretty
allies.
chill.
None from here, anyway. Interestingly, the prophecy has totally promised you an ally, but doesn't seem to be his advice.
I mean, we've already got allies. I mean, we've got Irina. She's our friend.
Right? She's our friend.
Mhm.
She's not Vistani. But she's,
No, but
she's
he's
a
saying
friend.
don't take any allies from anyone.
You
in
did
his
say
book.
Yeah.
don't take any allies from here. Yeah. So
Yeah,
But,
that
like,
seems like a cynical or like anyone who can make a low DC insight roll seems that sounds quite cynical.
I mean,
Right.
also the Were Ravens were our allies. They
Mhm.
died, which is very unfortunate, but
That was
they were our allies
yeah.
when they were alive.
very true. Very true.
Um, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Madame Eva seemed pretty chill.
Yeah, the only thing I had against Madame Eva is she told you something,
Cora.
and she told Cora something, and we don't actually know whether or not she told the truth.
Cora took it as the truth and told it to you guys as the truth.
Yeah.
Yes, 100% Cora did, but that doesn't necessarily mean that.
And Cora had a vision of the sword. I'm not sure how
Yeah,
much
she
of that
that's
talked
true.
to the
forthcoming
That's
sword.
right. That's
but the
right.
sword knew some of this before you did.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's right.
But the sword was like, it's chill. I like you.
Yep. We should still do what we can.
You should. Yes. All right.
Great.
I don't have
In
any
the
other
next 7
questions.
minutes, do we have anything that's going to pull us out of this church? Or shall we wrap up here and take it from St. Andrew's Church at the beginning of the next session?
I don't know how much I'm not gonna leave the church by any means, but Cora did see Ernest ?
Mm-hmm. So he's been hanging out outside and watching, but not doing anything.
Does he look like he's looking for like they definitely spotted Cora or whoever, kind of thing?
He clearly knows. He's clearly watching the door. You
You
can't
guys are
tell if
making
he's
direct
watching
eye
you.
contact.
We're just like, hey, we both know each other here. How about we walk separate ways?
Yeah, see where he goes then.
And then you like both turn away, but then immediately turn back and stare at each other.
So,
He's like sitting. He's like sitting across, munching on something. You can't tell what the food is, but he's basically just leaning against something and eating. He's like there's no pretense in him that he's like there doing anything other than watching the door.
Okay, fucking freak.
Cool. Sorry, I'm okay. Cora's gonna tell people about that Ernest. I keep forgetting if that's his name, Ernst or Ernest.
I think it's
that
Ernst.
he's there.
Yep.
That he went to
Ernst.
camp. Oh, sorry.
Another one's the Gen Xers. Woohoo.
I'm surprised no one reacted to the Den Bones commercial.
Ernst Larnack. There we go. Yep.
Because I didn't look at it. But okay, yeah, there's no reason for us to be exiting. I don't think so.
Do you think we should grab him?
Why?
Ernst?
Why bring her henchmen into where we are?
Like, I meant like grab him and pummel him outside.
Oh, once again,
Dude, we're in a church. There are gonna be 50
Question
people
him.
watching us beat up a guy.
You will not be doing that in a church, Shabaka.
No, outside the church.
Why not?
I don't know if that's much better.
Holy ground, Highlander. No.
Exactly.
Well, we're really getting a lot of boomer references in tonight.
Right?
Oh,
This is Cora and Ernst looking at each other through a window.
There is one more thing I want to do before we go. I want to go and ritual cast Speak with Animals, and then go talk to the tiger again.
Nice kitty cat.
So you're leaving the
So
church.
do you want to leave the church and no? Because you brought it over
On the following day, I think. Or you wanted
This would be
Right.
the morning of the following day, yeah.
Oh, right, because it's in the
Okay, the
caravan.
morning of the following day will resolve next time, so keep that in mind. And I would like to think about like what is the group's next plan? What happens tomorrow morning? We're not going to do any of it, but just like so I know and I know what to prep. What is the plan for tomorrow morning? You've overnighted here. You've gotten a long rest. What comes next?
I'd like to
I don't
go
know.
to
Our
the
to-do list
tower.
is really fucking long. I don't
Yeah,
think we
it's a
should go to the
good-
tower before we get Van Richten out of here, though.
And we have to get the kids, and we have to kill Lady Voctor. Yo.
Oh yeah, we gotta pick up the kids. Okay, so
Right.
what about this? What if we pick
It's
up
in
the
different
kids
directions.
and bring them over, or have somebody maybe even go and tell them to come over to the church? If we send like one of these kids or something to go over and tell them that,
Currently living with the burgomaster.
but it'll be
Um,
daytime, and why not go to the church and pray or something, right?
There's spare children.
I mean, why don't we leave them with the burgomaster for now? They seemed fine, right? At the
They
It
festival?
didn't seem like obviously abused or anything like that. No.
Yeah, so for now, we leave them there. Go east to... We'll stop by Madame Eva, see if we can get a diamond off of her. And then go and bring Van Richten back.
The concern then
Then-
lies with the fact that the longer we leave Madam, like, Lady Voctor alive,
Oh, we can kill her first before we leave. What?
yeah, because I
If it was
That's awesome.
I worry that
it
it's
was-
gonna bite us in the little butt the longer she's
Yeah, then
alive.
let's just kill her first, and then go east, and then when we come back, we'll pick up the kids, and
The kids.
Also, I feel like we might have some complications as we're leaving town because there is like 5 dead women and there is like 1 woman or 4 dead women and 1 woman alive. And say, hey, this people killed us.
this is
I,
true.
I I almost feel like
well, they are dead in Lady
in
Voctor's
these-
house, so
in these lands, the fact that there's dead people is probably not as uncommon.
They're like,
as,
yeah, that tracks.
This is true. This is very true. That
And-
like people die on the road between places all the time.
and I
All
don't
the
think Lady
time.
Voctor's
It's
gonna even
not-
bring it up.
It's not super common that it happens in town, but death is a
I mean-
fact of life here.
I mean, I don't know if Lady Voctor's really going to want to air her dirty laundry. And be
Mhm.
like,
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
yes, I
that-
do
You will-
worship.
You
She
will
could use
have
it
to deal with her
against you guys,
again
though.
at this point,
Oh.
given how you've entwined your stories. The question really
no,
does
no.
remain on your terms or hers.
Exactly.
Oh, no. I mean, I still think that we should just go fucking kill her today and then like go
Okay,
east.
so
Would we have
because-
time to kill her and go to get Barovia?
well,
It's like a shopping
I think we
list.
got to the.
Yeah, you could make
I think
Barovia
we
the same
got to
day.
the
Yes.
church. We got to the church around
And-
9 or 10, right? So we could get up
Yeah,
early
punch
at
your ticket
6.
around. Yeah. There
Kill
you
her in
go.
the morning
Yep.
before breakfast.
We can, no, we can wait.
Eat breakfast
have
in
to
her
go for
house because she
brunch.
probably has better stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
We kill her. We
Also-
cook breakfast. We head out
we
from
go.
there.
What's up with the kitty cat kid? You know,
Yeah.
that might take a while. There's a little bit to unpack there.
Ah, fuck,
We
right.
could
I
probably do
wanted to.
that between lunch or breakfast and lunch.
Well, I wanted to find out what the fuck was up with that first, and I forgot
With the sons
about
too.
that. Yeah, I wanted to ask
Mhm.
them if they had any insight on that. Ugh, that adds the time to that, though.
Yeah, there's a whole investigation phase if you want to do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna go back to the west then. We're gonna go east instead. So let's say
Well,
we
we're
might
gonna- I
we
think
might
we should
decide
deal
to
with
kill
Lady
Lady
Voctor.
Voctor. We might decide that in the morning. If not, we'll be going west or east then.
Yeah,
I'll more
I
than
think
likely
we should
kill you in the
kill
morning.
Lady Wachter.
More than likely kill you in the morning.
Yep. Yes, Dread Pirate Roberts.
And then I also feel like we should get the kids on the way out so that we don't have to.
And take them east and then back west again?
No, yeah, like right now they're fine.
No, I think we should.
We might
leave
have
them.
to kill the Burgomaster, so let's just leave that for. We don't want to kill too many people in
That
this
is
town on
such
one day.
like, okay.
You guys
Well, he
are
might
horrible.
not give them to us, so we might have to fight him and his dogs.
Okay, I don't think we
are
should
horrible.
kill him because he's refusing to give some children to strangers.
Somebody was in the stocks and disappeared. That's pretty fishy.
And you're gonna blame that on him?
Yeah, he put
I mean,
it there.
anyone could have taken someone from the stock.
Honestly,
But also, I feel like out of every reason we have to kill him not handing over children to a group of fucking strangers who just walk in and are like, hey, give us those kids, is actually the
Sure.
least worst thing. Like, that's the worst reason to kill him.
We've never even.
That's his best. His best quality so far is that maybe he doesn't give those kids to strangers.
Yeah,
Right?
like, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty certain.
Wow.
Okay, but look at this picture.
Looking.
No,
Where's the picture?
You're correct, but
He's
and I
definitely.
raise
I
you.
mean,
They're definitely not safe with this dude. Where is he?
Oh, that
Varg.
picture.
Oh, that picture.
Yeah. Look at this guy,
I mean,
man.
You're
He's
not
got
wrong,
creepy vibes.
but
Which picture?
It's in
A picture of him and his family.
on Twitch.
Yeah.
If you're watching Twitch,
Baron Vargas Vela.
But like,
Valakovic.
as far as we know, they seem okay for now, and they will be okay for the like 2 days that we're gone to go
Right.
east and deal with that. Then we can come back, pick up the kids. Which I honestly, if he gives us those kids, I'll be more concerned. Go to drop the kids off. Jesus Christ, drop the kids off. Go to Kresk, and then the tower. I feel like that's smart.
That sounds good. Let's assume that's the plan. But let's keep in a backup plan of maybe we just kill all the potential leaders of this town and then take it over.
I'm sorry, do you think any of us
The
can run
Empire
a town?
begins. There
Because
we
we're
go.
getting Lady Wachter, we might have to kill the Baron. So who else could run
feel
this
like
town? I don't think there's
everybody
anyone.
wants
Hey,
to
do you
be a
think any of us
murder
could
hobo.
fucking run a town?
No.
I just
Or
named
maybe.
it. I just named it. Its name is obvious. It is the Empire of the Penguin.
Start our new Penguin Empire.
Sorry,
Oh, no.
apologies to everyone who heard me say that.
No,
Hey,
I
you
like
already
it. It's
named
good,
the
it's
campaign
good.
that, so it says Curse
True.
of the Emperor Penguin. That's
Curse
us.
of the Penguin, Curse of the
But what
Penguin
happens-
Empire.
What happens if it's a female leader? Then it becomes the Empress Penguin.
Empress
be,
Penguin.
could be.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it
Yeah.
should be the Penguin Empire, because then
I mean-
it can be the Penguin Emperor or the Penguin Emperor.
I don't know
Emperor.
how you
That's
can
true.
check on a
Yeah.
penguin, so EP
Or-
could be a female. I don't know.
Or if it's a scientific
That's
penguin,
true.
it'd be the empirical penguin.
That's
Well-
that's our form of measurement. Imperial penguin.
Yeah, that's
Imperial
true.
penguin.
Empirical Penguin. That is correct.
It's
How
the
many
Imperial Penguin
penguins high is
system.
it?
The Imperial
not
Penguin
wrong.
system.
Now I guess all there is to say is broccoli, and we're pretty much done.
And Panther.
Panther.
Right.
Cougar. It was Pink Cougar.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, and I do want to talk to that tiger before we go, so that should be on your list, Jess.
Okay, you can talk to the tiger next time, and it sounds like probably Wachterhaus 3 and a east are
West.
what's going on,
Well, we're
and
probably
maybe on
not-
return something to the Burgomaster.
We're probably not going to be able to do Lady Wachter and head to Barovia, because I do want to like investigate a little bit more, not just go straight to her house and be like, fucking die, bitch, bye.
Yeah, we gotta loot her house
Mhm.
first.
Okay, that makes
That
sense.
too. But I mean, like, I do really want to find out what's up with the daughter before we just fucking straight murk her.
I'm pretty sure she's just a
That sounds
vampire.
good.
So.
Well, it's weird though.
We can
We
try
Wachterhaus
to
has
see if
3,
she is, though.
and
Detect evil
however
and
far
good.
east we make it.
Yeah.
We can detect evil and good her, if anyone has that spell.
That's
Okay, I'll
true.
make sure I put that on. I have protection from good and evil too.
Yeah, I have prot. I don't have detect.
Does Prot not give you detect?
No.
No, it should though.
Huh.
You cast it on a person, and they're protected. You don't...
Right.
Yeah. Detect will be able to tell if she is a vampire. Or
I
like
mean,
an undead, I
hold on.
guess.
I don't think they have that as a thing anymore. Detect good and evil.
It does.
Ramses.
It's evil and good,
Yep.
first of all, but yeah.
Oh, evil.
Do
and good.
do you have an ability to like detect like undead or something from your class?
I can detect. Yeah, I can. If she's undead, 100% I can.
Problem
Okay, so
solved.
then if we think she's a vampire, then let's use that and see if she is.
Yeah. See, I was pretty
Before
confident
we-
that that was something that your type of that a grade
Yep,
cleric would
100%.
have.
I'm just
Yeah,
getting ready to
good, because
potentially
this is the
upset Ramses.
that you guys can use to pick spells, knowing exactly what you're planning to do. So make sure that you have any spells or abilities selected that would be appropriate for this day.
Oh, by the way, I didn't get new spells. What I got was I now have an extra 5 feet of movement speed,
Oh,
Ooh.
and my favored foe dice went up to 1d6 instead of 1d4.
Ooh.
Awesome.
So basically, I
Awesome.
do more damage and can move a little faster.
I got a ton of
What?
stuff from this level. I got a bunch of more spells and more prepared spells, and I got I can do CR2 creatures now, which is a
Yeah.
level up. And then
Yeah.
I also can be in my creature form for 3 hours now instead of 2.
I've got
Oh, sick.
I've only, apart from getting extra spells, I only have one thing that I think you guys will like, which is cancel criticals.
Oh,
That is
that's
a
awesome.
fucking very good ability.
I just got something that's gonna upset Ramses.
Yeah.
Oh no, no.
Because when I kill someone, I can temporarily bind their soul to my service. If I slay a humanoid, I can... Like, if a humanoid dies near me, I can just be like, hey, come be my buddy for a while. And it becomes a specter that I can command until it dies or 24 hours
Yeah,
pass. Or
that's
You
Ramses
wanna
just
be-
looks at you with pure disappointment.
You want to be selective
Do
in
you,
this
do you have
land.
to tell people about it?
I mean, specters aren't invisible. They're not invisible.
Ramses is
So I
just like,
don't
listen, I'm not angry,
have
I'm
to?
just disappointed.
just disappointed. Yeah, 100%.
And also, it doesn't say... I don't think I have to use my action to make it create. It just person dies, and whoop, now there's a guy there.
Wow.
That's the best
So...
description I've ever heard.
It's gonna upset Cora too, because she's gonna be like, "How the
Yeah.
hell?
Cord
I
starts
didn't choose
screaming in
with
the
you
middle
here."
of a fight.
I didn't expect Hexblade to this because I didn't really read it. I just kind of was like, "Haha, Blade, go burr!" And apparently now I can
Mhm.
summon dead things. I didn't know that would happen.
It's
Right.
not you. It's the
I see
blade.
dead
Like
people.
you're paired with like an intelligent blade that like is like the prophecy of your people, and it's the one doing all the evil, not you.
That's
It's
true. Samaya
sorry.
is
Like it
the one
better.
summoning the the specters.
Yeah,
But to be
not
fair, actually,
you.
that is canon within her Miramon's community, that the swords eventually tend to go evil because of the creatures they kill.
Oh, interesting.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
keep that in mind.
Like, eventually, if you kill too many evil creatures, it will start to absorb those tendencies unless you purify it like constantly, and she doesn't have that.
Hey
You got to
Cora,
get you home
your
before that
sword
thing
is
goes
fucking
bad then.
wild.
At least that's what I made, like, canonically. Like, the swords can go buck wild. Like, the reason why they're in... Like, so, I think I said that... I don't want to explain too much, just in case you want me to explain it later, but the swords can go crazy. I'm just saying.
Oh shit.
That's what you should call
you-
it, Buck Wild.
Buck wild.
Tomorrow
Or Beak Wild.
Beak Wild.
tomorrow I want to, before we do anything else, I want to drop my sword off with what's his fucking name there?
Blinsky,
Blinsky, to get it
and
silvered.
get it silvered. Yep.
Yes. So I can do that, and then we can do, well, you talk to the cat, and then we can do our research, and it might be done maybe by the time we're ready to kill Madame Wachter.
And what's the do you want how many attuned items do you have, Uzubi?
I've got
Because we can only attune 3, right?
you can only attune 3. I've got the ring and the Gulthia staff and the symbol of Ravenkind, but I'm more than happy to get rid of the Gulthia staff. I attuned to it just so I'd know what it did.
Yeah,
It's not something I will ever use.
I will take the staff, even though I hate it, and attune to it.
Okay. Works for me.
Even though I hate it.
Yeah.
Hating it.
I hate it, but it could be
I mean,
useful.
fair enough.
It might save your life one day.
If Jess, here's a question for you. If you are in animal form, all your stuff is absorbed with you. That means you can't use it, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Unless you turn into a form that has hands, I guess. So if I was
It's interesting. Like I don't know
giant...
the answer to that question. I'd want to look that up. It might be all or nothing, but you might be able to choose which items.
It says specifically you can choose which items you wish to wear as long as the form can technically wear them.
Yep. Okay.
So
that seems clear.
If I turn into a giant ape, I can actually wield
a staff. That should be no problem.
Okay.
Which, if you cast Shillelagh before you shift, you can also use that. Or I guess they'd probably have pretty good strength as a fucking ape.
Yeah, I think it already has. It already is a magic item, so it doesn't really need that. And I think
Shillelagh just allows you. Shillelagh just allows you to use your wisdom modifier instead of your strength modifier.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I would be.
That's what is so good about Shillelagh. It's a fucking good spell.
Yeah, I think there's a giant ape I can be now. I gotta look up all the stuff I can be.
Fong.
Yeah. CR2 creatures. Anyway, I think that's it then for plans for next week.
Yeah.
That is, yes. We'll wrap it here and take those plans and put them into action next week.
Awesome.
Thank you, everybody.
Unless we forget them.
All right.
Unless we forget them all.
Just watch the last 10 minutes of this episode next week.
Don't forget too much. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'm pretty prepared for.
I promise not to think too deeply into this.
Yeah.
Okay. I go to sleep now.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, sleep.
That was perfect
Good night,
ending.
all.
Yeah.
Later, kids.
And
All right. Have a good night.
good night. Here's the outro.